Hey fam, what up? Hey chat friends, hey everyone, I'm so excited. Welcome to MIKEroaggress'd Friday night IRL. It's an IRL episode. We look like we got the friggin' boudoir going on back here. I kind of love it.
Digging the vibes right now.
Dude, I'm so excited you're here. Everybody say hello from the free state of Florida. Visiting for now. We'll get you down here. My good friend, Vidal SuperNinja.
How you doing, Mikey? I finally made it to Florida.
I know!
I'm happy to see my brother from another mother over here.
So you guys, this is my New York friend. We met through our beloved Chrissy Mayer. And I'm just glad you're here in the Free State.
Yeah, it's good to finally actually make this happen. I think we met, 2-3 years ago? And we talked
when I used to do Chrissy's show.
Oh, yeah,
with the titty ladies. And
Chrissy Mayer's wet spot. You guys can look up some of those videos.
I think I've probably showed a million times the clip of me with that titty lady on the show who's talking about her mother.
Oh,
do you know the one I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about.
Bunny. It was pretty. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think it's stuff we could talk about on YouTube.
Oh, please talk about it. Mention it all. And so we were just talking about this. It's funny that people always come on my show and they're like, okay, I'm going to watch what I say to not get your channel canceled. I'm like, get my fucking channel canceled, please. No, this is a free speech zone. I like to think of my show as being like the toilet wall of the internet. So,
well, I'm happy to be here in your restroom.
Hey,
all over the place.
Hey, oh, I got to talk about that too. We'll get to that in a second.
What, there's a P topic?
There's a P topic. Hey, Spada. Hey, Pete. Courtney, my love. How are you? Do you know Courtney? She's a fellow Chrissy friend.
Maybe. I mean, I was drunk on most of Chrissy's show, so I mean, I could have met her, shook her hand. Maybe she.
I think everyone was drunk on that show. Except Chrissy.
I'll say one thing: they were very generous with the booze.
They were, and so are we tonight. So, you guys, we are doing Adam rules tonight. Every $20 super chat, we will do a shot.
That's my boy, Espada, by the way. He's one of my. He helps me with my editing and stuff.
Hey, Espada.
Yeah, I love that kid.
He's
back in New York. He's supporting today. I appreciate him.
Oh, nice. Is he a fellow gaming nerd?
Oh, for sure. He's one of us for sure. He's actually working with me on the stunt stuff as well. But we'll get into
Hell yeah. Well, I was gonna say, tell people who this is the first time seeing you. Who are you? Who are you, Vidal?
My name is Vidal SuperNinja, and the name SuperNinja comes from doing stunts and martial arts on film and TV projects over the years. So
hell yeah,
it's kind of a ridiculous name, but I think that's
a good ass name. I wish that was my name. I feel like I feel like I identify as a super ninja. I'm a super ninja on the inside.
Mike, you have a super ninja personality for sure.
Oh, thanks. That's like the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
It's loud, it's over the top, it's funny, we don't take it too serious. We're just having fun. So
thanks, dude. So you are still living in New York. How's it going there? How are things back home?
Sucks, and that's why I'm here in Florida right now, actually, because I think I'm done with New York. I'm road tripping cross country right now, and Florida was one of the spots I had to get to.
Are you liking it?
Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Everybody down here is awesome. The vibe here. This is very much this is the Florida vibe, the Southern hospitality I heard about. I've experienced it. I love it. I really love it down here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Duke. Mikey, how was your date with the pronouns dick pics guy after the ghost hunt? It didn't happen. I kind of ghosted him. But he won't. So okay.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna have to bring me.
I was gonna be like, okay, we'll be classy and talk about classy topical things to start, but no.
Dick pics and ghost stories. Let's go.
No, so this guy, he's really into. He's like a horror nerd, and we've a bunch of shit in common. We'd had a conversation or two, and we're gonna go out, and it's clear what. Oh yeah. So then I found. So first I found. You always gotta I'm an accomplished stalker. You always gotta look up their social media. So his Instagram had his boyfriend all over it. But then I found out they're not together, I don't think, anymore. But yeah, then he started just sending me dick pics all the time.
Wow, that escalated. I felt like I missed something.
Well, you know what sucks is I think it sucks with people like that it's if we went on a date, and had actual conversation, we might have a nice time. We might have a lot in common. but it's just too high of a barrier that you can never get past of them just being whores. And he is still, by the way, I've not responded in maybe a week. He is to this day, every day, sending me dick pics 1,000 times a day.
You got a whole catalog of just penis.
I think he does it on Snapchat. I think my friend was saying, I think he was right, that he just sends it to like a list of people. I think I made it on a list.
Oh, well, we can't show those on the stream, I think, but
You're not missing much. I promise you, you're not missing much.
Leo, well.
Oh yeah, and he had pronouns in his bio.
See, that was your red flag, motherfucker. You should have picked up on it. Right
I know.
there.
See, I let too many red flags go by.
Yeah, you're a generous guy. You're trying to be nice to everybody.
Oh, I don't know about that. Jenny, send in your super chat. I'm making the first round of shots. Yeah, we got all our friends in the house to say that they will come in for shots. So like I said, we are doing Adam rules tonight. We will do shots for every $20 super chat.
Oh my god, my liver is gonna be hating me in the morning. But
so Vidal, what is? I want to know. Oh wait, also. I thought you were gonna marry me. Is that an offer? I'll marry, bitch. I'll fuck you so fast your head'll spin. Like, be careful what you say.
Just finished calling everybody else a whore, but I mean,
no, in like a classy, non-vulgar.
Yeah. He's not for sale.
No, not cheap. Well, what I was gonna say, what is your villain origin story? What has brought you to being who you are now? Were you always kind of based?
I've worked in the film industry for, I want to say, a little over a decade now.
That'll do it.
And a lot of the things you've heard about, all the stories about Hollywood and the horror stories, everything that happened with the Me Too movement, all this Epstein file stuff, very, very real. And depending on what level you're at, what level you're on in the industry will dictate how much of it you're exposed to. But I've got my fill of it, and I decided to walk away from it. And now I'm hanging out with degenerates like you. So.
I love it. Did it kind of change? Were you always like more conservative, or
no?
Did it change?
I was a raging liberal.
Me too.
I come from New York. I'm a Brooklyn boy. I'm a Bernie kid. I was a Bernie bro, I guess.
We were talking about that the other night, and I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot I voted for him.
See, Bernie's idealistic. You know, he's a romantic. He's very much. The way he spoke about the middle class and bringing us up and all that stuff, I bought into it wholeheartedly. I believe that he was a man of the people. At the time, maybe it was true. I don't know, you know, because I used to see the footage of him rallying around and stuff like that, and he always seemed genuine. But then Hillary 2016 happened, and that was pretty much the end of it. Once he endorsed Hillary, I felt that was the end of it.
And he's got to be the biggest sellout in politics, because even knowing what I do now, even after my views have changed, if you listen to some things that he was saying 10, 15, 20 years ago, a lot of it is correct. Like, he was against open borders, but now he's totally reversed on all of that, and there's no difference between Bernie Sanders and anyone in the Democrat Party.
That's the entire Democratic Party. You got clips of Obama, Hillary, all of them saying the same thing. So,
yeah.
It's crazy because, like, I don't for the record, I don't consider myself a conservative. I live a very liberal lifestyle.
I bet you do.
I don't think traditional conservatives would accept me as one of them. So
you might be surprised. I've gotten a lot of love from a lot of.
I feel so much love. Yeah. But what I'm getting at is, I never moved. The line moved. Like, I'm still very much that person, you know, Bernie bro mindset. Maybe I've drifted a little to the right, but I feel that the party itself has moved, and I decided to get away from it, because
hell yeah,
it almost feels like you have to. It almost feels like every couple of months you have to be more and more radicalized in that direction.
Oh, and they've learned nothing, by the way.
No. They doubled down on the things that made them lose the election.
I should show this. Did you ever watch Bill Maher? I used to love Bill Maher. I still, in a way,
I'm still a fan of Bill Maher.
No, I am too.
Like, I'm of the mindset that you could disagree with someone wholehearted. Like, me and Bill Maher don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, but I still respect what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people trash him and whatever. Those are warranted. But I think there's something to be said about like listening to both sides of the aisle. And Bill Maher speaks eloquently for the left right now. Even if some of the shit he says is bullshit, it's still I see comments about Bill Maher. I mean,
I'm sorry, by the way, I had to just very subtly take my one contact
he's
out.
either very right or very, very wrong.
That's true.
There's times where he hits it. He hits the nail. He's more reasonable than your average liberal.
Well, that's what I would say. Well, so first of all, he's kind of the person who got me into politics, was watching his show when I was like 14, 15. What's funny, though, he just did this interview with, what's it called? Pod Save America. And they're like, the guy was, one of the hosts was just on the last season of Survivor, and he got voted out first. So, I would totally won. But they're just raging liberals, but like very establishment liberals who worked for Hillary and worked for Obama and all that. So they had an argument. I'll show it if you guys want, about transing kids. And it's just funny because, and like I said, I do like Bill Maher, but he's saying, he's like, oh, well, now that we've had the extreme, the pendulum is swinging where we're having the other extreme now, like how Trump had an ordinance that they're saying there are only two sexes. Of course, that's ridiculous and that's extremist. And we know there aren't two sexes. I'm like, this bitch is saying there aren't two sexes. And that's the reasonable liberal in the conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it's what we're going to see now is a pushback from that side. I mean, they lost definitively with this election. Right? So I think what you're going to see in entertainment, what you're going to see in media, what you're going to see on the news, wherever, these pundits, right? They're going to double and triple down like we've never seen. Like the next couple of years are going to be exhausting because they're going to keep trying to hammer those points. Do I think that people will change their mind? No, but I think that people have spoken pretty firmly. Mm-hmm. And I think normal is becoming the norm again. Thank God, right? Like, we're getting back to normal. Like,
we've got a lot of shit to get into, but today, so we'll get into it in a sec, but today, Trump and Vance confronted Zelensky. And let me just tell you, when these liberals say, oh, I hope you're getting what you voted for, let me tell you, I am getting what I voted for and then some. It was, I mean, that was like porn for me.
Well, Zelensky was, I got family in the military, so I'm always like anti-war position.
Same.
And we were talking about how like we feel that that the left has moved the line, right? When I think about what the left represented, I think about how anti-war the left used to be, right?
Yeah.
Like when we were dealing with the Rumsfelds and the Dick Cheneys of the world, the last thing we wanted to do was go to Iraq and Afghanistan or wherever it was, right? So now to see like almost like a warmongering going on the left, that's weird.
Well, what's
that blows
interesting,
my mind for Ukraine, right? Like it's all for Ukraine. I'm like, what are we doing? Like I thought we were anti-war. We're supposed to.
They never were, though. They talked about being anti-war, but they never were. Like, there's no difference between Bush's foreign policy and Obama's foreign policy. Obama took us from 2 wars to 7 wars, and those were the reasons that I support him. That I thought he was anti-war. I voted for Obama.
I was an Obama guy too.
Oh, young and stupid. Young and stupid.
Hey, I mean, look,
there was no alternative, though. Like, what, we're going to vote for John McCain?
McCain, right? Yeah, like who the fuck?
It's the same shit.
That's what I mean. Like, the line has moved so much. It shifted so dramatically. I don't consider myself hard right. I don't.
No, same.
But
other people consider me that, but I don't.
Right, because anybody who's right of center is fucking hard right? They call you an alt-right. That's the phrasing, right? It's bullshit. I think you're either with us or against us mentality is crazy, and it's the reason we're here in the first place.
No, and I think now we're starting to see a little bit. I've only ever seen it in pockets online, but I really hope that they aren't going to create this actual far right that they've fear-mongered about for so many years, where people are like actually white supremacists and all that shit. I feel like that's kind of bubbling a little bit.
You know, it's out there, but I think the Republican Party of 2025 represents more diversity than they're giving credit for.
For sure.
I don't think, like, remember that Project 2025 shit was going around, and that was like the strong liberal talking point, right? Oh, 2025, Project 2025. It was never real, right? But if it was, it represented a very small fraction of what the Republican Party is. Very small. And I don't think that dominates the picture here. Not a chance. No way.
Well, let me pull up. God, we have a lot of shit to get into. So yesterday we had, speaking of Bush, I feel like this was basically mission accomplished 2.0. We had the Epstein debacle yesterday. Let me pull this up.
And it hurts me because I had a lot of faith in this administration, and I mean, maybe it's speaking too soon, right? They called this phase
I still
one.
do.
They called this phase 1, and I'm like, okay, what? But it just feels weird that we're celebrating. Like I saw those influencers celebrating the release of the files, and it blows my mind to see that, considering what we're talking about here. We're talking about sex trafficking children and like some of the most vile criminals on the planet, and we're celebrating it like this. This looks weird. These optics don't do well for us.
I really think so. I think for a while there has been this influx of people into the right-wing independent media, and there's been no gatekeeping sometimes, and that can be a good thing where you get, weirdos like me being able to run my mouth and being embraced, but it can be a bad thing also where you get bad actors. And so I think we're seeing now, it's kind of just starting, that I think people are really waking up to that and seeing how full of shit the professional influencer class is. And I'm not even saying necessarily these people, but just in general.
I think there's credit to that. There's I think once Trump won, we knew the pendulum. I'll use Bill Burr as an example, right? He was always kind of in the middle. Now he's kind of like clearly raging against.
I thought he was base.
He used to be.
And because then him lately.
Because I think like maybe it played to his strengths to be a contrarian, right? I always felt that he was a contrarian by nature. But like what you're gonna see now is a lot more people doing this, right? Like Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if you follow boxing. He came out the other day, endorsed Trump. Like he said Trump was the best president we've had in our lifetime and stuff like that. These people weren't vocal about this shit when it wasn't popular, when it would get you your money pulled, or when it would,
and it did.
Right? So we're going to see a lot of this. We're going to see a lot of people saying, hey, I've always been this team, or whatever, posers, whatever you want to call them. Right? I don't like the phrase, but I think it's our job to respect that. Like we got to vet these people.
Yeah.
Right? You're talking about gatekeeping, right? I think it's very important to recognize who's real and who isn't. That's going to be causing a lot of debate in itself.
There is, I think, a healthy level of gatekeeping that's needed, because I think there have been a bunch of people who it's like they say one thing that people agree with and they're embraced by everyone, and which can be a good thing. I mean, I'm glad that we're a big tent, but you also can get a lot of people who are full of shit, and I think this is just. It's funny. I was talking to a friend of mine last night who's a pretty popular person. Who was invited.
He sending you dick pics too?
No! Oh my God, no!
I just assume everybody does.
And he was invited to this and declined and said absolutely not. And I was like, boy, did you make the right decision. Like,
what did he think it was gonna be? I mean, you hear press conference, Epstein files released. I was saying this earlier, I thought this was gonna be a historic day. This should have been a slam dunk for not just the Trump administration, but the culture, America.
Yeah.
Right? For me, I feel deeply, strongly about this Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
I think whoever's connected it, whatever happened there, those people need to pay, and people need to be punished for this. And I think I was hoping that this would be a big revelation.
See, I think I just kind of had no expectations of anything, because
I am the opposite.
Really?
My hopes were so high. I mean,
my expectations are in the subway underground.
That's why I feel, I think, unfortunate embarrassment in a way, right? Because like Trump touted this so strongly, right? That this was going to be one of his things. He was mentioning it on the campaign trail. And I remember thinking that's enough reason right there to vote for the guy, because I come from the world of entertainment, right? So I've seen a lot of this shit. I've seen it.
Same.
I've seen it playing out, and I want these guys to pay for that. And to see like nothing's really happening. Everything's redacted. They're like, if it's redacted, they're not really releasing anything. We're hearing stuff that we've already heard. We've already seen this stuff.
Yeah.
Did we hear one name? Has one arrest been made? Nothing. Nothing's happened.
Which makes it even more gross. Like, it would be bad enough if these people were posing and smiling with the Epstein files, but then it's nothing.
It's depressing.
And I will say too, by the way, in spite of that, I am very proud of whatever you want to call them, the right, the MAGA movement, whatever you want to call it, because I would say 90% minimum were against it. So I really like the fact that most people are willing to be critical of the administration when they do something wrong.
Right. I think I touched on this when we were speaking before we went on the air. I think the MAGA movement, the right, whatever you want to call it, right? This current regime gets branded a cult very often, right? We're all under control. Everybody who, it's crazy because, like, even if I don't support Trump as a like hardcore dogmatic, right? It's the idea that I would even be able to like support any position he takes. Yeah. Somehow gets me branded a like these negative things.
Oh yeah, you're a Trump supporter.
You're a racist. You're all this other stuff, and it's like, just because I think like RFK trying to make people healthy is not a bad thing.
Oh, we got to. That's
the blue. We
got to talk about that.
I know you're on that. So
sorry, we'll come back to that.
No, but like, you know, if I supported the idea that they're trying to get rid of certain things in the food, why is that making me like
fascist,
a villain, right? Like fascist. I'm automatically villain. It blows my mind. So
you know all those fascists that try to reduce the size of government and rein in government power.
It breaks my heart to see it. Like what's going on with this, like the discourse. You can't agree even the slightest bit.
No, and I will say I think there is a small minority, as there is in anything, who are kind of culty about Trump. Like, because for me, I wasn't very supportive of him from like 2021 to 2023 or 4, mainly because of COVID. I was very outspoken about that whole mess. So he really had to earn my vote, and he definitely did.
He dropped the ball with.
Oh, for sure. And you know, there was a number of people who were, you know, hated me for that, but I really feel like yesterday was kind of a resounding message that the vast majority of people are not that, and are free thinking and are willing to criticize when it's due.
Yeah,
so that just made me kind of proud.
Do you think, let's say phase 2, whatever the fuck it is they got next? How do you think they go about that now? Like what? Like I think
there's going to be a big delay. I don't know. Like I said, I have no expectations of anything.
Yeah, they've killed my enthusiasm for it, and that's the most heartbreaking thing. Because it was one of the reasons I looked forward to his presidency the most. Like for all the other things he said he wanted to run on, that was a big one for me. And then I don't think a single arrest is going to come out of this. I don't think anything happens. They've blackpilled me with this.
See, I've been there for a long time, and the thing is, like, while those people are running free, to have this shit, laughing and smiling when there were hundreds of children victimized. I was saying this the other day. Hundreds of children victimized, the people who did it running free, no arrests in sight, and they're fucking smiling and laughing.
Well, I mentioned this. I was talking about this the other day. I think you consider how long this man's been dead, Epstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of time to clean this shit up. If there was any name on there that would have shook the culture or changed anything, if anything relevant was going to come out of this, they made sure years ago that this was never going to be relevant.
Well, and then you have
anything we found out wasn't going to matter.
This is what I mean by disingenuous twats. Is like you have people like this bitch, the faggot lady,
Valentina. Come on,
making her own. Oh, I can't stand her. Making her own.
You know I like Valentina.
What do you like about her?
Okay, you're gonna make me defend Valentina.
Yes, defend her.
Okay. What she's doing with pedophiles, chasing.
What's she doing though? What's she doing? She's doing a ride along. What?
She's on a ride along with that.
She's on a ride along. I can go on a fucking ride along. You can go on a ride along. What's she doing?
I think it's a good thing to go out there and make a point to hunt these motherfuckers us down. These guys don't.
But I feel like there are a lot of people who do amazing work with that, and she's sort of just like latching onto them.
So you feel it's all publicity?
Yes,
You don't feel.
Okay, so first of all, I so badly want her to call me a faggot because that's her entire gimmick, is that she'll just make these videos and be like, "You had a," and she's so proud of herself, and she's bringing us the edgiest jokes of 2015, and I just so badly want to be called it by her.
This is the beauty of the party, right? You guys don't agree with each other, but I think at your core, if you guys spoke in the same room, you'd find.
See, you are a hippie through and through.
I am.
This fucking guy is all about like, let's all get along and let's see. He's a nice person. I am not, and so I'm a raging bitch. I'm like,
you're a sassy motherfucker. But that's okay. I mean, look, we need.
But look at this shit. You're making your own phony Epstein list.
To be fair, I think it's great that you're pulling her out, right? How she responds to it, and I don't just mean you personally. I mean, like how, because you're not the only one criticizing this. I think a lot of people were right in criticizing the influencers who were touting the Epstein list like it was a trophy, and that's fair. But I would love to hear their response to this. I want to hear their damage control.
Let's see.
We can't just. I know you don't want to give her any credibility, but I
don't think she has any. I don't think it's me.
I disagree in that I think not just her. I mean the influencer sphere, right? Like let's call them the influencer, the right wing influencer,
yeah.
Right? We can't deny how much impact they've had. The libs of TikToks of the world.
Much I like libs of TikTok.
Yeah, but they were just as much.
That's true. That's true.
Valentina, right?
That's true. Well, I don't think she was even there, was she? I think she's just again attaching herself.
Well,
yeah. Oh, are you bringing us shots?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Okay,
we
wait.
Get those super chats in, so we can have more of these shots.
The shot parade is here.
The most aggressive.
Okay, let me fix my hat.
Holy shit! How many shots are we getting?
Oh, it's blurred. You can.
Mikey.
I love you guys. Okay, send in your super chats. This is the shot parade. I love you guys. Wait, it's blurred. No one will see it.
It's like John Cena. Can't even see it. All right.
Oh, you do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was already ahead.
You summoned it.
Timing.
Thank you so much, Thomas. I think you guys should have a shot and call it the Valentina or the Valentina faggot. To the Valentina faggot.
Let's go.
Look, somebody mentioned libs of TikTok being there. So.
Oh no, I know she will. Wait, we'll get to that in a sec. Shots, everyone.
Shots.
Oh wait, I was with.
There we go.
I just love that I got everyone's arms in it. I love you guys.
Cheers to the real Epstein files being released.
Oh my god, that's good. What is that?
It's an espresso martini.
Tasted like ice cream. I love it.
Nobody.
Right, back and then if
I
people
yeah. Wait, say it.
more.
Say it. I didn't know if they heard.
We'll bring more shots back if you guys super chat. $475.
Shut up.
I don't want to see a drunk Mikey on
Love
screen.
you.
But
$20
bad idea for
will do.
everybody.
Love you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Love you, bitch.
Yeah, whatever.
That was so good. You guys, nobody makes drinks like Jenny.
ice cream, man. That was so.
Nobody
amazing.
makes drinks like Jenny. Nobody. Oh my god.
We got our personal bartenders here, and they're very nice.
Love you guys. Yeah, whatever. Thomas, thank you so much.
Yeah, the Valentina.
The Valentina faggot.
Yeah, that's.
There's no censorship on this show.
No, I wasn't sure I was reading it right. With the Valentina. So we have a new drink. Is that what we're
The Valentina faggot.
Let's get more of those.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's get more of those.
Okay, wait. Let me catch up on chat, and then we got to check in with the faggot lady. Libs of TikTok was there. No, I know she was. I was talking about the faggot lady. As she was forcing herself in the frame to show off her binder. It's so gross. She's hot. Courtney is hot. We love Courtney.
Assuming that's her.
I thought you would know her, because she's been on Chrissy's show a bunch.
If I met you, Courtney, and I don't remember, I apologize. If
No,
you
not
met
met,
me.
met.
You know I was drunk. That's
Not met, but I thought you would know of her.
No, we got. I mean, dude, I only remembered you because we were That was one of my first shows.
Oh.
You took
I
my,
thought it was
my
because I was
podcasting
so-
virginity.
Amongst other things.
No. Kill that rumor right now. It's gonna haunt me for the rest of my career.
Lucky you. I thought you were gonna say you remembered me because I'm just so memorable.
I mean, we talked about some weird shit on that podcast.
Which one?
All of them. Christy's podcast was uncensored, no FCC rules.
I
Nothing.
love it.
Good times, man.
It was.
Christy's Wet Spot. It's a shame that it's not on the air anymore.
I know. I miss them.
I miss that woman.
All right. Wait, Dustin. What was your joke? I have to catch up. Sorry.
Read my joke.
What the fuck is on the white guy's head? It's a hat. What does it look like?
I don't know. Is that? I don't think that's the joke. I don't get the joke.
Was there a different one?
Maybe-
Hey,
maybe you
Dylan.
missed it. Your chat is nice to you.
I love my chat. They're my peeps. I was gonna catch up on.
I was
what
never
that
on
bitch-
Wet Spot, only Simcast. Okay.
No, I know, but I figured if you were on Wet Spot,
I've
we
been
would
on
have gotten to hang
Simcast
out.
too, but I mean that's all phoned in stuff. Like
Yeah.
video chat, so it's different.
What was I gonna say? Somebody I want to shout out who was there yesterday but wasn't like posing and smiling, who I just want to say is a real one, is Savannah Hernandez. Do you know her?
No, I'm not.
She is the opposite of all these people. Like, she was kind of reporting on it, wasn't like, there like these other people were, but she walks the walk. I mean, she goes to the border. What a lot of these people talk about, she does. Like, I've worked with her once or twice. We've done events. Like, she's a great person. So
She was the real one.
oh my God, Duke! Thank you so much, dude. Let me ring the bell.
We got another round of shots.
You guys, shots.
Our bartenders are getting our next
What?
round ready.
Okay, you're making them. Tell them.
We got another round coming. Thank you, Duke Marine.
I love Duke.
One of your regulars.
I think so now.
I'm glad to be on here, man. I'm
I'm
glad to be in Florida. Like, Florida is very much Florida.
He came over on Super Bowl Sunday, and we like stayed up all night talking, and I was like, you got to come on my show because this is a great motherfucker right here.
I appreciate your endorsement. I mean, we were pretty drunk that day too, but
Yeah, we were.
I think all of our encounters have been like drunk.
That's true.
Actually,
This is why people think I'm an alcoholic.
we were at the fucking Geeks and Gamers meetup.
Oh my God, yeah.
In-
This is so true. Savannah will put herself in danger to get the truth. Yeah, I love her. The first time we did an event together, and I didn't know who she was, and she just like blew me away with her everything she said. She's amazing. I love her.
I mean, you're kind of cut from that cloth, right? Put yourself out there.
I wouldn't. But I don't know about that. I wouldn't put myself in her category. That's
but
too
you
generous.
went out to that rally a few days ago, right? A few
Oh,
weeks
we
ago?
got to talk about that. You know what's funny
I saw the
though?
clips.
I was there. Yeah, I gotta put out the full video soon. Yeah, what's funny? So Adam came with me. Shout out Vets Talking. We miss you. I wanted to go like deep in there where like Antifa was and shit, but Adam is like military guy. He was like, no, we're not doing it because Antifa was like crowding around us and following us. I wanted to go right in there, but he would not let me.
You go there asking questions that they're not ready to answer, and they just start responding violently.
Oh, and I hit one of them up with some old Bernie quotes that I was like, do you agree with what Trump said, that open borders is a Koch brothers scheme for the 1% to have slave labor? And she was like, that's fascism. I was like, oh, that was Bernie Sanders that said that in 2015.
that the fact is that when it comes to facing reality, the moment you put it in their face, they're violent response every time.
Oh, speaking of reality, you guys. So you guys, if you feel so inclined, join my locals, join my Patreon, become a channel member. I'm going to be doing this week. Let me know what night is good. We're going to be having movie night watching The Green Inferno. Have you ever seen The Green Inferno?
No, never.
I'll tell you why. I feel like it's very on brand because The Green Inferno, it's about a bunch of leftist college activists who go to South America to protest for the rainforest or whatever, and they get captured by a tribe of savages.
Of course.
So this movie is basically leftism meets reality, the movie. It's amazing.
I gotta check it out. I've not heard of this one.
Valentina would have gone in. No, she would not have. I would have gone in. but Adam was like my bodyguard.
I mean, I think I'm going to play devil advocate here, and I think you and Valentina will probably meet one day.
I hope so.
I hope you do. You guys fight it out. I think you guys are your best friends. I think you're better friends than you realize.
I mean, she's basically like an angry drag queen, so probably.
I don't know how much she would like it, but
I don't give a fuck. But you know when these people say, "Oh, I don't like confrontation," I love confrontation.
I feel she might thrive on it too, though. I'm speaking for her as someone who doesn't know her.
She'll have met her fucking match with me.
But that's
I'll take her down a peg.
I think we want to see it. I speak for your.
I'm gonna message her and be like, "Hey, come on my channel." Shots!
Oh, I brought you another gift.
Thank you. I love
You're
you.
an alcoholic.
Yes, the alcoholism can start now. Thanks, you guys. In honor of wait.
Am I obviously drunk on camera right now?
No. Wait, so we had the Valentina faggot. Duke, you got to name this drink. What is this drink called?
We also pregame too, so there's like a lot of liquor involved right now. Like, I'm shocked that the stream is running as well as it is.
Yeah, Duke has to name the shot.
Yeah, you get the
Name the shot.
he paid for it, so
Yeah.
he's got
The Valentina faggot was really good. You're
I'm digging this. Whoever our bartender is,
Jenny. Nobody does shots like you. All right, well, should we do them while we wait to hear?
Let's do it. Cheers.
I love you guys.
What are we toasting to?
We'll find out. To faggot. To faggot.
Our primary faggot right here.
Aw,
Like,
To Zelensky getting his ass
Yes!
booted out of the White House.
That was
What a
porn
day.
for me.
I'm on my way. We got a friend on our way. Lauren,
He
how
won't
you
come
doing?
back. He won't come back even if I was spread he won't come back no matter what now.
Well, now there's like already talking like
Oh, it's
impeaching
a
everyone.
false drunk Mikey.
Hey!
He
Good
won't
drunk
even
To
come
drunk Mikey.
He won't come back.
That's delicious.
Uh,
All right, let's see how that was again.
that sounds dated. Oh, I
Keep
drank.
coming.
I drank the
Yeah.
drunk Mikey.
I love you guys. Wait, come here. I'm gonna really pull you in. Can I have your arm for a second? I may not have gotten Jenny to come on the show, but I got Jenny's arm. Next, we're gonna get like her shoulders, then we're gonna get her head. Slowly. Oh yeah, I can
Yeah, you
give
took
those
my
back
bottle.
to you. Oh, sorry. Do you want it?
These, just in case we gotta take more of these.
Grady.
Valentina is so fake. Somebody's very angry.
We're on the same page. Wait, let me
So I guess
catch up.
I'm in the minority. It feels like about Valentina right now.
I love it. We don't have to agree on
No,
shit.
I love arguing with you, Mike. Because
I love arguing. With you.
I think being able to argue is fucking healthy. We miss the days when we can just be like, you know what, bitch, I disagree with you.
Nobody wants a stream with no drama.
But I love you. You know,
I
So
love
it's
you,
like,
bitch.
It's like let's disagree. Fuck you, but I'll see you later.
Valentina is so fake that she has to buy her men at Costco because she can't get it anywhere else. Oh, Grady, I've missed you. I've not seen you in a while. It has been too long. I miss you.
She's kind of hot though.
Would you'd hit it?
Oh, sure.
She's got to be single. There's no way she's
that accent.
Do we think it's a real accent or is it like a Hilaria Baldwin?
I don't know.
Remember?
if she's playing a character, then she's doing it. She's doing it pretty well.
Okay, wait. I want to see.
Come on, you wouldn't hit that.
No, she would not be on my exception list. I have an exception list. She's not
Valentina
on.
doesn't.
Yeah.
She's hot. Come on.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see what her response is. I'm gonna message her. And be like, "Come on my show."
She's got.
She's gonna be in this
I
video?
just got phase 2. Look,
Wait. Okay, let me.
I just got phase 2 of it.
Yeah, she's full of shit. Gee, what a shock. Why would she get it? Why would she get anything?
Oh, it's a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's a
didn't
joke
get
to
it.
this fucking cunt.
My reflexes are slow because of the drinks.
No, exactly. It is a fucking joke to this bitch.
Man, you're so wild. I am telling you, the best plot twist in history is going to be when you guys are podcasting together.
I hope
She's
so.
going to
I
be one
would
of your
love
fucking
that.
guests. I know it.
Hey, Razandaz.
Hey, booty lickers.
Like, he's right. She's a dope, but she's a pretty gal. That's what he said. Who's on my exception list? Shit, off the top of my head. I said someone the other day. Who was it? Who was on my exception list? I mean, obviously, 90s Gwen Stefani.
Prime Gwen Stefani. tier.
Bride of Chucky.
You mean
Not Jennifer Tilly, the Bride of Chucky. I mean Tiffany.
the doll?
That's
a rabbit hole.
What?
Terrifying girl.
Oh my God! Thank you. Yes.
What?
Lauren Rivera is on my exception list.
He remembers.
He remembers.
What the fuck?
You know your best friends when? Yeah, Lauren Rivera from Terrifier.
Okay,
Oh,
so you guys,
I love her.
okay.
I love her so much.
So you're like 99% gay.
Point
The
nine,
point-
0.99.
Okay, so
No.
1% is this.
But then I go on a date and it drops back down to 99.
Okay.
Raz and Daz says Jenny, baby.
So Valentine is not on your exception. We're
I
gonna
could do
find a
better.
way to get her on your fucking show.
I hope so. I'm gonna message
Gonna
her.
call you back,
I
and you're
just
gonna
want her to
love
call
it.
me back.
You're gonna love it.
Have you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah, of course.
You know Susie Green,
of course.
who tells everyone to go fuck themselves. The actress says that everywhere she goes, people ask her to tell them to go fuck themselves. That's me with Valentina. I'm like, call me a faggot. Call me a
But see,
faggot.
that dynamic, I think people would love that shit.
I am so down. I doubt that she would do it. Oh my God, Duke. High atop my exception list. Oh my God. I love Naomi Campbell.
I got one guy willing to
Thomas is with you.
Valentina's cheeks. Thank you, Thomas. Let's go, Raz and Daz. I see you too.
Yeah, Duke. I
So-
love
so-
Naomi Campbell. That woman is a goddess.
She's top tier for sure. So we're gonna agree that she's hot, but she
I don't agree.
doesn't. But you don't respect her credentials as an influencer.
No.
What is it about her that you think is fake?
Everything.
But
Her
just elaborate.
Tits are fake. Her face is fake.
We're
Her
talking about
accent
Valentina.
is fake. Yeah.
She's
I
natural.
think I don't know about that. Also, she's apparently only 25. I don't buy that. I think she's 25 like I'm 25.
You're not 25.
I am. So is she.
Um,
How about Never Courtney? I could not say such a thing. Nev Campbell. That's like family. That would be incest. I can't. She's like my mother. But she's beautiful.
We're gonna. I think we're gonna campaign to get Valentina on this show.
Please
I'm gonna go out of my way after this show. I'm gonna get all your followers in on it. We're gonna tag her in as many posts as possible.
Please do. Oh, I would
We
love
gotta
that.
make it happen.
Let me tell you, she'll have met her fucking match with me.
The sassiest battle of all time.
What I want to ask you about, a lot of people are saying this. So she's, her whole thing is pedophiles, and she's going to get pedophiles even though she's done nothing to actually do that. And now she's saying she hasn't. What has she done? I'm going to.
You've seen the videos, man. She's on
I've
the
seen
right
the videos of other people that she's standing next to. I'm
But
going to ask
is
Brock.
raising awareness not a noble feat? I mean, like,
What's her last name?
Gomez. Yeah? What has Valentina? Are you really just typing in that?
Yes.
Rock? I think. Look, if all she did, let's say, was
Right, let me put-
film it, right? Let's say all she did was show up on those chases against the pedophiles, right? All she did was show up with a camera. Would that not still be a worthy cause? Because she's raising.
Sure, but don't be like, I'm catching the pet. Well, but then I have a point.
I'm not
But
saying
let me
she's
see what
fucking
she's actually done.
Batman, Mike. I'm just saying she's trying.
No
She's
incidents are documented
in
of her
these-
direct involvement in
In
operations or law enforcement. She is full of shit. Her resume is as fake as her titties.
I'm not talking about those.
So, does it sound like bullshit? Her claims appear exaggerated or unsubstantiated.
Okay, but besides possible minor collaborations with vigilante groups. Okay, let's say that's all she's done. Is that really still like you're almost angry at her?
I'm not angry. I'm like funny angry.
Yeah, but you're
Like,
like
it's
fuck
funny.
this bitch. Okay, so I mean, I'm of the belief that anybody who's at least bringing attention to the fact that there's fucking monsters out there and they need to be beaten down and captured, I think that's a good thing.
I have a point though.
I fuck with it. It's the opposite of Hollywood, right? It's anti-Hollywood, and
I have a
and
point,
right now
though.
that's all we need.
Where is it? I gotta find it. Yeah, here it is. Look at this though. And I don't know what your views are on these people, but like, then here she's, I like Andrew Tate and stuff. Like, these people are on video bragging about sex trafficking minor. Like, I don't understand this. How people, like, I thought the right was universally anti-pedophile, anti-sex trafficker. These people are on video bragging about it over and over and over again. What is with everyone? Like, what? Because what? I don't get it.
Well, if again to play devil's advocate.
Oh boy.
I do. Look, I'm not a Andrew Tristan Tate fan, right? Like, I don't necessarily subscribe to their stuff, but in the age where the propaganda machine is anti-man, right? Anti-masculinity, anti-everything normal, right? I do respect that kind of like traditional masculine.
What's traditional? What's traditional about being a pornographer, about sex trafficking, about being a pedophile? What's traditional about that?
It's hard for me to stand on this because I don't have a strong enough.
Sure.
I can't defend the Tates. I don't feel like I'm the guy for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to do more work on.
We don't have to get into
on
it.
the Tates because they always come up in conversations. Right now, there's such a they're prominent figures in this space, right? So it's like,
I don't understand that. And Candace Owens was defending them. A bunch of people are defending them, and they're on video over and over and over again talking about, I was in a relationship with this 14-year-old and she got a tattoo of me and I sold her, and I like over and over and over again. So like, for me, when somebody is on video boasting about their crimes repeatedly, that's kind of enough evidence for me to be like, fuck these people.
fuck 'em. Okay, so when you hear Candace Owens, who I respect, right? You hear her defend this guy. In your mind, it obviously infuriates you. Do you at that point decide, let me look further? Maybe,
Yeah, of course.
like, and are you able to do so objectively?
Yes, but they're on. What is there to look further
Like,
when they've
hard
admitted
evidence
it?
of them being.
They've admitted it over and over and over
I
again.
think next time I'm on, I want you to.
Yeah, we don't have to get into
ready
this,
because I would
sure.
love to go down that rabbit hole. I just don't.
Sure.
I don't follow enough of it.
But no, they're not shy about talking about it. And I saw somebody say that maybe because it was in Romania, and I don't know what the laws in Romania are. Maybe they have like very backwards laws about minors. So maybe it was legal there. I don't know. But I don't think that's the point. If it's legal in fucking Romania, like,
doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Okay, here's my sort of what I think about the whole thing is that I think men and masculinity has been demonized for so long that I think people are going to go looking for what they think are masculine figures in some bad places.
I see.
Like, I think the only reason
I
that they're
agree with you on this.
I think the only reason they're popular is because of all the feminist bullshit and men being demonized.
This
for
is
so long.
almost like a direct reaction to, let's say, Disney over feminizing everything.
Yeah.
And like just Hollywood in general, right? Anti-man.
Yeah.
Right now. And then the counter response is these overly, whatever, cartoonishly masculine. Let's say, like their interpretation of what masculinity is versus what real masculinity is.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what
I kind of agree with you.
You know what I would compare it to? Do you remember? Have you ever heard about the Madonna whore complex? How it used to be for women that they were told you can only be one of two things: either virgin, saintly, Madonna figure, or a whore. And obviously, that's not the truth. That's not reality. You don't have to be one or the other. I think for men nowadays, it's it's like Ken Tate, that either you have to be a Ken doll and just tuck your dick between your legs and, oh, yes, dear, and just bow and submit to women, or you have to be Andrew Tate, a rapist, sex trafficker.
So you're missing the days of the traditional masculine roles, like the real men.
I'm just saying, I don't think, similar to how those were the tropes that women were told you're either one of these two things, I think men are now told that you're either one of these two things. Either you're a eunuch or a rapist.
Yeah, I mean, you got the propaganda machine pushing that version. I mean, every commercial, right, is a feminized man or whatever. Like it's like the traditional masculine roles. So the good father figure in movies, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think culturally we have to take it back.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do movies for.
Hi, darling.
You're talking about Tate.
Yes.
I've got shit to say about this.
Get you. Good here.
There is nothing masculine about Andrew Tate.
Wait a second. Can people hear Greg?
Real masculinity is not this stupid alpha male. I mean, there's alpha males, but it's not this stupid like brosphere alpha male shit. Yeah, you take care of yourself. Men should be strong. Men should know how to do things. They should know how to change their tires, do a little bit of car repairs. But it's about you have a duty as a man to take care of your family. You sacrifice to make sure that your family, especially your children, have the best chance at life. And sometimes that's being tough and being hard on them. Andrew Tate is a pedophile, rapist, piece of shit. These are not people to ever be looked up to as any kind of role model. The fact that so many people in the conservative sphere and the Trump orbit praise these people is absolutely disgusting. These are people that take advantage of others. These are not the people. A real man, when you need help, they don't do political litmus tests. You help those people out and you support each other. You don't, these are not people. If you needed help, you think a Tate brother is going to come out and help you? No, they're going to be the first person to stab you in the back for the betterment of themselves. Real men don't look to just benefit themselves. They look to be a beacon that supports others and brings them up. Yeah, sometimes part of being a man is smacking some people around and calling them out on their bullshit and getting them straight. But that does not come with levels of hate or anger or narcissism. These Tates are the most absolutely disgusting type of people, and they will bring down the conservative movement if people don't open their freaking eyes.
Woo! This is coming from a father who I know has a very strong connection with his family. This is a good man right here.
The best man.
I don't know how well you guys know our buddy here, but he's a good fucking man.
Oh, they know him.
And I think this is, you speak for the modern man, or what should be the modern man in 2020.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Let's go.
Thomas said you're a fantastic dancer, by the way.
Well, thank you. You're really not, but I make it look good.
I love that I come here with very little knowledge about who the Tates are or what they are. Right? I only know the surface stuff.
Carrie Smith's been going after him hard, and she's 100% on point with
these guys are all about, in my opinion, the extremes of macho, right? The toxic part of macho.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen how like it's about betting with
that extreme macho-ness. That's cowardice. That's not being comfortable with yourself and being able to be any kind of role model. So you got to act this macho and tough and beat people up and treat women like shit. That's not.
You believe it's a persona, a character?
No, I think it's character.
You think it's?
Well, I mean, they're playing a character.
You think they're
performing?
Oh, you mean with them?
Do you believe they're performing?
I think it's who they are.
It's both.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they're stepping it up, but that's who they are. They're
we have a traditional family man right here speaking very strongly and passionately about the Tates, and then we have our raging, flaming, lovely man here, Mike, who shares the same views, and me, the uninformed, is being educated on the subject. And like, I would love to talk more about this because I am trying to set good examples as a man, right?
Yeah,
but it's hard to be. It's crazy because you hear about how strong the influences of the Tates are and stuff like that, and then you see a Valentina.
Because people don't. You need to have some kind of principles. People need to stand on their principles, and when they see it, right or left,
call it
or
out.
middle. You got to call it out and know where your stand on things. Yeah, we can crack crass jokes and stuff. But you need to know
More
where
period.
your morals are. And morals.
I just got banned from Twitter.
What did you do?
I just got locked from Twitter.
What?
Found unlocked this extra few.
DMCA?
Of what?
What did you show? Did we
Nothing.
show a video?
No, it's Twitter, not YouTube. They're not going to tell me what it is?
Copyright policy.
But did you play any videos or anything?
No.
You didn't play any
We
music.
browsed Valentina's page, but she didn't show any. We didn't even play the videos. We just were.
Somebody.
What is it? They're like, do you want to contest the takedown? What is
It was
it?
the tapes. It was probably
Okay, it's
some
unlocked
thing.
now. But they're not even going to tell me what it was for?
1 second.
It was probably somebody just like they go in, they can like report it, so you'll get it. But apparently they unlocked you. and
God, I thought it was a ban.
investigated, but
What?
I don't
I haven't shown anything.
think it's anything. I'm gonna eat my wings.
Eat your wings. Where did he go?
Went to go tinkle.
Oh, I have a pee story too. That's crazy. I'm looking at what I've posted. Maybe this? I mean, that's on YouTube. That's weird. All right, well, at least I got my account back. You said the F slur. Did you violate German law? Yeah, apparently everyone violates German law in there. Oh. I have a pee story. I'll wait for him. While I'm waiting for him to finish peeing, let's have a very quick, very brief word from our sponsors. Sponsors.
It's time for my grifting. Give me all your money. Don't just be a drifter. Help me be a grifter.
Fuck you, pay me.
So if you guys like the channel, send in your super chats, help support the channel, keep the lights on, join my locals, become a channel member, join my Patreon. You missed my grifting theme song. I have a grifting theme song.
You have a theme.
I have a theme song. There's a theme song for everything here.
Did we find out why the fuck Twitter?
No, they didn't say. I'll check my email after. Maybe they, I don't know.
Damn, for that to happen midstream seems kind of sus, no?
Yeah, it's not like we played anything.
Does
Like,
this happen often?
no.
I'm new to the streaming
No.
in Mike's domain, so I figure he gets banned.
I told you I was like, let's try to get my channel banned.
Well, mission
We
accomplished.
got it locked.
Now we got the real mission accomplished.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
But yes, become a member. Join my locals. Join my Patreon. We do movie nights, game nights, lots of fun stuff. This week we are going to be watching The Green Inferno.
Mike, you got to do a methylene bullshit. What?
That's my pee story.
What the fuck?
Okay, so have you guys seen the RFK thing? That it was like a big thing.
The blue.
It was a big thing.
You're like reliving the trauma now. Like.
Oh, it's ongoing. It's ongoing trauma. People saw him taking this blue shit on a plane, and everyone, I think, is like, okay, RFK, he's like a fucking tank. I want whatever supplements he's on. So I got it.
He looks good at 70.
He looks amazing.
Nah,
And I'm like goldfish brain beyond ADD. But I'm one of those people who refuses to take medication. So I'm always looking for supplements to fix my brain. So I started taking it.
What was it about this that made you say, you know what, I'm going to start taking something?
I just did some research. I heard good things about it. People who had good experience. I tried sea moss before that. And it was really because I heard good things about that. But it's too expensive and it tastes really good. So I would eat too much of it.
Okay.
The mango flavor.
Felt
Anyway.
it was time to try something new.
Yeah, because I've tried it. I tried the Joe Rogan brain pills. That did jack shit nothing. Alpha brain. But anyway, so I've been taking the blue shit. I am peeing neon blue. It is literally like this color. It's like toilet bowl cleaner.
Ugh.
And I won't get used to it. You would think maybe that's the, okay, it happens the first time or the second time. No. I've been peeing neon blue for a week.
I mean, did they warn about that?
No, they don't tell you shit. This is true. This is true. Also, hey, emo trash. We are talking about peeing in blue.
Yeah, what a weird. I feel bad if he just got in on the stream. Like, yeah, we're talking about piss.
I'm like, God, I'm never gonna get a boyfriend now. I mean, I don't know why.
Hey,
they
Blue
would
Jizz has a kind
That's
of.
not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. It's not a thing.
It could work.
It's not a thing. Yeah.
Think about the OnlyFans numbers.
Oh my God. Yeah, all the Smurf fetishes. I don't know why a potential boyfriend would be seeing me pee, but if they happened to,
It's some shit, man.
that's true.
It's just
They are.
2025, man. We don't judge.
That's true. They are. I think sea moss was one of the Alex Jones supplements. That's just expensive, though.
Alex Jones stuff.
It wasn't like his brand or whatever he has. I just heard him talk about sea moss. I was like, I'll try that. The only one I found that kind of works is called Genius Consciousness. All these are disgusting though, because it's like a powder that you put in water. That's gross.
I've got some endorsements for pee.
Really? I'm horrified by it.
I mean, it sounds weird.
I told my
Did
friends.
it smell weird?
No. It smells lovely. Lovely. Like gardenia.
What the fuck?
I don't
Like you just went.
Yeah.
At least the aroma.
Yeah, maybe I'm into that. No. What was I saying? No, I told my friends, I'm like, if I ever miss the bowl, you'll know it was me. You just see blue stuff on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay, why am I talking about this?
How did we get here?
I don't know how we
I
got here.
walked away to use the bathroom. You guys talking about blue piss.
Can I tell you something? By the way, can I tangent for a moment?
If it's as long as it's not about piss, let's move
It's
on
worse.
from the pee.
I think it's worse. Get this shit. And I was telling you about this too the last time we saw each other. Get this. I have a development for you. Do you want to hear a development? Get this shit. Okay, I have a point. I swear I have a point. So I think we were talking about like relationships and stuff. I told you, dude, do it and report back. Do it and report back. Adam, That's Talking was doing it also.
Oh no!
And not
He's
to
gonna get a bunch of DMs.
not to air dirty laundry, but him too.
Your DMs are gonna be full of blue piss. Bro.
Oh
You know
my
it
God!
now,
No,
right?
I posted that on Twitter, and all these people were like, "Let's see proof, pictures." I'm like,
You opened that.
Why?
Box. You opened that box.
I did.
That's
I
your
always
fault.
do. Get this shit.
Mhm.
So the last time we talked when we hung out, we were talking about like relationships and stuff. I was telling you about my past relationships.
Yeah.
So I have a point with
We
this.
trauma dumped on each other.
We did. I love
We
you,
bonded
dude.
on it though.
I love you, dude.
Our bromance started in that moment.
You're the best. But so I was telling you about my first relationship, my first boyfriend, giant piece of shit, who like chased me down, love bombed me. You're the love of my life. I want to be with you forever. Then we're crossing the street one day. It's like, so I've been meaning to tell you, I've been lying the whole time. Dumps me out of nowhere. It's a very difficult thing to go through. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
He's back in some capacity.
No. Well, not with me. No, thank God.
I do remember the story.
Get this,
Vaguely.
though.
We were pretty drunk, but I do remember it.
So I have recently found out. I haven't seen his face in a decade. Would you like to know what he's up to nowadays? He posts videos online of himself getting fucked by random strangers on the streets of San Francisco in broad daylight, wearing a harness with his ugly boyfriend. He's got a boyfriend who allows that.
The gayest possible scenario you could have like the last thing I ever wanted
He
to
looks,
imagine.
and he looks like if AIDS were a person. But my point I have with this, I was thinking, because this last year I have gone through some shit.
Might have dodged a bullet.
A bazooka. I didn't dodge a bullet, but a
You
bazooka.
You might have gotten out of that just in time. It sounds like.
But no, because
You know how to pick them.
Yeah.
That's a you problem. I think I
That's
told
true.
you.
Oh,
no. I think I said exactly that to this man right here.
you did.
Like you don't accidentally fall into these things. It's about your decisions and
Once or twice I do.
you make some questionable
That's
decisions.
true,
my
too.
friend. Hey, at least you choose your friends wisely. I'm pretty good.
That's true. But my point, I have a serious point with that. Because the past year I've kind of gone through some shit. It was sort of like the hardest thing I've been through since then. Like those are kind of the two things that like fucked me up a lot. And it just seeing that really made me realize like God has always got your back. So like sometimes you'll go through something difficult and you'll be like, why did this happen? What? There is a fucking reason. You may not know what it is yet. Maybe someday, like I did, you will find out. There is a reason.
Well,
I think sometimes something happens that is hurtful because it's sparing you from a hurt that would be 10 times worse.
Mike, I think I told you something like that. That night we trauma bonded,
Mhm.
right? And I said, hey, look, you may not have, at the moment, I'm sure it sucked, right? But look who you are today. You have to be happy about who you are today. And think about the person you could have been with that
I wouldn't
guy,
be fucking.
right? You'd
that
be
wouldn't
gangbanging on
happen.
San Francisco streets.
Wait, I gotta show you.
It
Not
sounds
that part.
it sounds like a bad time. I'm just saying. Like I just don't know. I'm glad you dodged that bullet.
Me
I'm
too.
glad we're here
Look at
having
this. Look
a-
at this. Okay, that was when we were together. Are you ready for this? This isn't the
You
fucking.
got it.
That's no, I can't. I don't.
Okay.
That's him now. And the fucking.
How long
boyfriend.
ago was this?
10 years.
He aged 50 years.
Right. Thank you
Yeah,
for
he
saying
looks
that.
A lot older
Right.
than he should. I think.
Right. We're the same age.
Wow.
I could
Oh,
do
you
with
can get the
that.
photo out of my face. Thank you very much.
Oh, so that has brightened my day.
I think that's a nice, considering all the negative shit we talked about. I think that's a nice, beautiful message, right? The idea that God guided you out of that nonsense.
Yeah, because my parents were telling me the whole time with that relationship, they're like, "There's something off with this guy." I'm like,
Well, look, I mean, it would be scary to think you could be in a totally different world right now, doing some horrible.
that would never happen. That is what he looks
could
like.
happen.
That is what he looks like.
It totally could happen. You might dodge the bullet, and I'm glad you did. I'm glad
Me
you're
too.
here today
Me
instead
too.
of having a drink with me and not sucking dick on San Francisco Street.
That would not happen in any universe.
It would happen.
It would not.
It would.
What the fuck is wrong with San Francisco, by the way? Because like, is that like, is in broad daylight with people? Like, is this just the norm there? Is that just what goes down in San Francisco? That you're just because I was there once. I had a speaking event there. Me, Blair White, and Brandon had a speaking event, and they canceled our event like an hour before. So we were like, "Fuck you, we're gonna have our event in front of the building." But when we were walking around during the day, we saw naked people just walking around. So is San Francisco just like another planet?
All out in the streets and shit.
Yeah, and the thing is, people like that, like naked people you see in public, they're never naked people you would want to see.
Right. It's always like
Never.
the nudists are always the guys you least want to see in a nude space.
Yeah, guys with the most lackluster bodies are the ones who really like showing them off the most.
Cottage cheese build.
Mm.
I think I have not been to San Francisco, but I mean, you have like, isn't that like the liberal utopia? Isn't that
Right.
everything liberal? Like,
Looks like a fucking dystopia to me.
to me, that represents the policies and the mindset of the people. Your town reflects the people. That's it ain't a coincidence that I'm from New York and I've seen New York degrade into what it's become.
Yeah, I was gonna say that before. Is like sometimes if I miss New York, I remember like the New York I missed.
New York's
It doesn't
great for a
exist
visit.
it doesn't exist anymore. The New York that I love.
No, it doesn't. It's not. I love it and I hate it. It's a love hate thing because I'm born there, raised there, my family's there. but
Same, we're like the only ones.
True New Yorker, but like
What part are you from
I'm
originally?
a Brooklyn boy.
What part?
Williamsburg,
Hell yeah, I used to live there.
Jewtown, right? I love New York, but it's especially post COVID, right? Like COVID really
That
scared
was the
that
nail in the
town
coffin.
into something I don't recognize, and it never
Same.
really recovered from COVID.
No.
Because COVID dictated all of its policies. Like New York was very strict about masks and vaccines for work and this
people
is-
don't realize it went on for like 3 years there.
right.
In
It didn't-
Florida, it went on
didn't
for like
just-
2 weeks.
It didn't, like I hear about how Floridians were just like, was it DeSantis at the time?
Hell yeah.
Like it just seemed like there was I remember being in New York and feeling jealous because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere without mask or I couldn't work. right? I couldn't. This is a
I
lot.
lost
of
my
reasons.
job for not taking the vaccine.
Yeah, in a sense, it was a lot of the reasons. I think most of us, we were talking about when did we jump ship or
Yeah.
whatever, red pill, whatever you want to call it. 2020 would be probably right when it happened. I'm sure there's a couple of months or even weeks, but whatever, you can go back and see where I started to change my mind. But the way COVID was handled in New York was really a defining thing for me. I was like, this ain't right. This
No.
is wrong. And then I'm seeing the way they were handling it in southern states, red states, and I was like, that's the way we should be doing it here. And I realized like I started to change my thinking, and it never looked back.
It was a fucking dystopian hellscape in New York.
Yes.
Things that you think you would hear about in a history book, but never experience firsthand.
Funny enough, we were talking about Chrissy earlier. That's how we came to be. We both come from the same thing. We both refused the jab. We both spoke out against it. And I didn't have a platform, but I was vocal about my disagreement about it. And I lost a lot of good people or friends, whatever you want to call them, who didn't agree with me. A lot of them was like, oh, you deserve to die. If your grandmother dies, it's your fault kind of thing. And I remember like hearing all that kind of shit is like when you start to wake up. You're like, wait a minute, we're supposed to be the good guys here.
Oh yeah.
And your own people are saying shit like that to you, and they think they're the good guys, and it's like, fuck it. So
Hell yeah. Youngkin.
we're
Freedom.
grateful.
So we got Gen Z in the house. Just like me.
Yeah, you're a Gen Z.
Shut up, don't laugh at that. Ego trash and I are
I
the same.
immediately realized you're totally bullshitting me.
Shut up.
Gen Z.
I am not. How dare you think such a thing?
No, it's COVID. COVID changed the game for most of us.
Yeah.
See, what happened was they used that to play their cards so strongly that you either complied wholeheartedly, right? I'm sure anyone who's listening to this podcast, Mikey said alpha. No. No. See, look, this guy's asking the right questions. Why would you want to be? What is Gen Z even known for?
Stupidity.
Neo pronouns. That's your fucking
Not emo
defining.
trash.
I can't think of a single other thing about millennials. I mean, not millennials, Gen Z that would define their
Pronouns.
Their pronouns, right? They're the foxes and the deers and the.
I think
they,
somebody has pronouns in their bio. It's no, like I think
it breaks my
be
heart
okay.
because sometimes I see these really hot girls and I'm like, and then they got like they them or her, and I'm just like,
yeah. Even if they have like that happens a lot with guys. It'll be like he, him. I'm like, what? Was I supposed to think you're a woman? Like,
I start weighing it, right? Like I'm like, okay,
I know the hot
is she hot enough? I'm like, is this person hot enough to deal with that shit? And I start like browsing the photos. I'm like, and sometimes I don't follow up. But
Chat or pronouns in the bio deal breaker.
Is it an order?
And here's the thing: I know everyone is going to say yes, but this is a place of honesty. So in practice, I feel like as long as it's not okay. So I was talking to this guy who works. We saw him at Universal, and then we were talking, and then I saw in his bio he has he, they. So any sort of they or other is absolute no. If they have as much as I despise it, as much as if they have like he, him,
just
I'm 1% willing to give the benefit of the doubt, but I shouldn't.
Because
like I did with Dick Pics guy.
Because he's not fully committed to the idea of
He
absurdity.
is though. Like I think I'm wrong to give the benefit of the doubt.
I think, at least this is how I'm trying to reason it. When I see she, her versus they, them, right? I'm seeing it as like she wants to create the optics of a supporter, right? The optics. Hey, I'm one of you guys.
I can change them. I can fix them.
You can change them, right? But like they're still on the fence, right? Like there's still a chance that maybe you can connect with them. You can maybe even bring them over to your side a little bit, with enough.
This is very true. The millennial parents who just stick their kids in front of iPads to raise them.
Yeah, this is why I think homeschooling is very important.
Yeah.
in 2025.
What the fuck is he that exactly? It's like, see, I feel like when they say he, they, or she, they, they're kind of accidentally saying the quiet part out loud. Because we're told that pronouns are to not use someone's pronouns as an act of violence and that they're so important. But they're kind of admitting that it's bullshit here because it's like, call me he or call me they. I don't really care. But I thought it was life or death. I thought it was literally genocide to not call you that. Like, to me, that is a tacit admission that it is bullshit.
There was a time where like the pronoun things really was heavy on me, but I don't care anymore. I can't entertain it anymore. I don't think we should entertain it anymore.
Absolutely not.
I don't want to say ridicule these people.
Oh, I would.
But
see, that's why he's a nicer person than I am.
You're the villain here. I mean, we all are
Proudly.
roles, right? But like, I'm of the mindset that like
I'm the villain
because
I love that.
I want everybody to be my friend, right? I know there's going to be a lot of people who watch me in the future at some point or another and think he's the biggest asshole in the world. But even if I am directly speaking against your policies or your religion or your whatever, right? Like because we don't have to agree. I don't believe we have to agree on everything to be people who love each other or even friends. I disagree with you vehemently on stuff. We've argued passionately, right?
Yeah.
Like even the last time we were together, we had some really good fucking, arguments. And I would still like call this man my brother, So it's like,
love you, bitch.
we need to get back to that. And I think when I see it again, where we were getting at with this she, they, them shit, when I see someone like that, it's a nice thing to have a red flag,
right?
Because you can make your choice. Then you can go, okay, well, she's a little, she's a little bad shit, but this person might be worth trying to connect to. I don't believe everyone who follows this, because we've all been there, is lost. Like we were. I just said it. I was the Bernie bro, right?
Yeah.
You would have spoke to me 5 years ago, you wouldn't be able to stand who I was. You and I would be fighting about everything.
I just think these people put, like, forget the theys and thems and all that. Just if they have he, him, or it's a woman with she, her, to me, that is just the ultimate bullshit, because nobody, and it's always people, it's not like you see a man, you're a man. It's like nobody thinks you're a woman. You see like some white chick, and it's like, what, was I supposed to think you're a man?
What I see is
it's just showing, it's a way of signaling.
It is
that you're in the cult. You're with the ideology.
Is, but again, these are people we love. We have friends and family.
We do.
I have family in that mindset.
Oh.
Right. It sucks.
I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah. But I'm of the mindset that like, hey, look, there have been billions and billions of dollars spent to make that the way it is.
Yes,
the propaganda, the entertainment, the education. This is bigger than me and you having a discussion, right?
Yeah.
I could talk directly to this person, but then that person goes on and absorbs hours of propaganda on their TV, in their books, in their media, among their friends, right? In their circles, because it's just all a circle jerk, right? So, can you fault them for that? You know what I mean? Like, it's our job, I think, as I don't know what you want to call us. We like to communicate, right? And we're trying to get people to see our way.
Yeah.
Ambassadors, right? For lack of a better term, let's call ourselves ambassadors. It sounds cool.
I like that.
We're trying to convince people our own ways to see our side of you.
Yeah.
Your way is a lot more. You hammer people. I'm nicer, right?
But you're first.
I think they both set out to achieve the same goal.
I like that.
We want to win these people. We don't break them. We don't.
See, I'm at the point where I'm like, fuck these people. Like, here's the thing.
I'm all about love, Mikey. We
I
talked
know.
about this last time. I would
I'm a
rather
bitch.
I would rather us get together at the table, have the fight, realize we're all assholes, cry a little, hug it out.
I just think, for me, I feel like you have to know the minds you can change and the minds you can't change. And for me, in theory, I don't give a shit what someone's political views are. If they want to be liberal, Democrat, I don't give a shit. I am totally down to be friends or whatever. But the thing is, I've been doing this long enough that I know for 100% certainty that I will never be shown that same respect by them. And that is my non-negotiable. That is my demand.
What would Jesus do?
Jesus? I'm one of these influencers that thinks I'm Jesus. I'm
Okay,
just some
that's-
fucking lippy asshole. Like
That, and you know what, Mikey? I don't believe it's your purpose out here to be that. Right? I think you are exactly who you're supposed to be.
thank you.
You had to go through a lot to get here. So keep being that, right? And I believe to bring it back to people like Valentina and some of these other influencers, myself. Let's put myself in this, right?
You are way better than Valentina.
I appreciate it.
Oh, wait, by the way, parentheses. Sellers that love my truth ambassadors. We love you. Thank you. I like that truth ambassador.
I think we can
Can that be our title?
That can be
That's our title,
I
dude.
dig that. Truth ambassadors. I like the idea that
You bitch.
you just would not make a single one decision. I think Mikey knows that though. So at least you're not delusional about that shit, right? Like you're not out here preaching.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. You guys are
taking the
the
broadside.
Oh, thanks.
I get it. And yeah, I said this to you last time we spoke. I respect that you still fight the good fight. Even if we don't agree on our tactics getting there, I believe our goals are the same.
Oh, yeah.
We all want
You in theory, I just don't believe that it's reality.
and I think that's good because
like I want to be like you, but
you can
can't
protect
be.
you can protect me from someone who might have the most fucked up reason to like the Tates. You wanted to use them as example earlier, right? You believe they're grifters. You believe they're fake and they're
Not necessarily. I think that they are exactly who they portray themselves to be.
but,
Like there are a lot of
but-
people online that I think aren't. I think they're like I'll give them that. I think they're who they are.
but you want to protect people from people like that in
Yeah.
a sense that you know that this person can exploit. He's proud of it. He's not shying away from it, which is why you find him repulsive, right? He's bragging about exploiting people. Okay, I respect that. So you would do well to be guarded in that sense. Like you have to be because
Yeah.
I'm too fucking open, right? My weakness is that I think everybody has the best of intentions all the time. And then I think I don't want to say the right. I want to say the conservative movement, the whatever you want to call it, left of center, no, right of center, right? Our side. We get exploited because we are too nice, right? We let too much slide. We're like, oh, okay, let's accept this thing. Let's be nice to these people, this culture, this mindset. And then they stomp all over us and they've exploited us.
Yeah.
Which is why
And I think we're all
Stevie
learning
observed
how not to be. I used to be more like that. It happened to me a lot. So when I was in New York, I had a 3-bedroom apartment that I was on the lease for. So like if someone moved, I had to find a new roommate. And so when people came to see the apartment to potentially be my roommate, I would be very transparent and be like, this is what I do. These are what my views are. I don't care what yours are. However, I need to be shown that same respect. So if you move in, I don't want to hear about it. And of course, they would all say, oh, that's great. That's awesome. I don't care. A week later, they're screaming, calling me a racist.
Facebook bashing you.
I literally had to fucking call the cops on this one roommate that moved in because I posted a meme about Greta Thunberg that he didn't approve of. But it wasn't even offensive. It was just very factual. He tried to kick my door down.
Wow.
I had to call the cops. And I was friends with all the cops. They were all Republicans. Like, we were friggin' besties. In
I'm sure when you told them Greta Thunberg was the reason this was happening, they were like, what the fuck?
They were shouting into my next live stream.
You got some new fans and shit.
I love them.
I mean, but that's the
Shout out to the Astoria PD.
That's the reality of a situation. You know, you're dealing with someone who has billions of dollars of propaganda drilled into their fucking head. How do you beat that?
I'll tell you how. With shots.
We got another shot.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Shot, maybe this could be the bottom and the bottom G. Tate illusion. Let me.
We got another round going. Fuck, I'm already laughing. You guys are gonna be so messed up.
They just saw it.
They're getting another round.
And then I have a very astute point that's going to tie everything together.
Let's hear it.
But I need another shot first.
Oh,
Thomas, I love you.
God.
And you guys, do not forget, if you feel so inclined, join my locals, join my Patreon, whatever. We're doing movie night this week, The Green Inferno, which let me say is not for the faint of heart. Some shit goes down in it, but it is Leftism Meets Reality, the movie. I'm gonna try to get Greg to watch it on here with me. I should have said, "How dare you?" The meme was, well, remember how Greta said, "You have stolen my childhood."
Chrissy used to
privileged
do
little
a good
bitch.
impersonation of her.
Oh, I love Greta.
You gotta look it up if you get the chance. Chrissy Mayer doing Greta Thunberg. Very good stuff.
But so the meme that I had shared showed like, the kids in Africa and the kids and then her on a yacht, and it said like, "Find the one whose childhood was stolen."
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, she's
my door in for
she's
that.
100% a performer.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're in this era now, and I know this sounds corny as fuck, even with the Epstein thing kind of getting fumbled, right? I feel like the tables have turned, and I'm way more optimistic this year than I've been in a long time.
And it goes back to what I was saying about the guy getting fucked on the streets in San Francisco.
How does that correlate?
It does, because in 2020, the election was fortified, and for me at least, I'm sure many of you wondered, why did this happen? What is the purpose of it? This was the purpose.
I'm glad it
because none of this shit would have been happening if he was just reelected in 2020. We would have Mike Pence instead of JD Vance. We would have his shit cat. Like, I feel like he learned so much in the 4 years, and we are getting Trumpzilla right now. And there's this massive cultural shift that's happening. None of that would have happened in 2020. And also, we would have had no idea just how deeply the corruption ran.
See, the thing
It could not have worked out more perfectly. And yeah, it's what I was saying about, I thought I met my person. I thought I met the man I would marry. And now he's getting plowed in the streets of San Francisco. So things happen for a reason.
Okay, well, we avoided...
Oh, wait, the shot is called the Greta now.
The Greta. We're doing this one for climate change, baby.
Yes.
I think I agree with you. 2025 Trump is more powerful than 2020 Trump would have been, right? And in a fucked up way, it needed to happen the way it did.
Yes.
And it's crazy, but we needed that side to play the cards as hard as he did. I mean, like, we were on the cusp of World War III. I believe that. I know I sound crazy when I say that to people, but I fucking believe anybody who's paying attention to the conflict in fucking like the Ukraine and Russia realizes we're just like a couple of bad moves away from World War III, right? I noticed the normies don't realize that. So like people who aren't in the know on politics and geopolitics especially, they don't know that. They don't understand how close we were. They're worried about fucking movies and Taylor Swift, right? Their concerns are not geopolitics. But when you're paying attention as much as we are, we're talking about this shit all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it created this paranoia, but there was this reality that, holy shit, this could be a really dark time. Like, we could be going towards the fascism they claim, right? Yeah. Like, you see what's happening in Europe. They're arresting people for tweets and shit like that in Germany.
I've got friends
what I'm saying? We're not that far from it if we voted the other way. And I hate to say that because it's like, I don't think the people who were voting that way are necessarily bad people. Again, I know people who were voting.
No, I agree with you on that.
Love. I love them to death, but they weren't considering these things.
Yeah.
They're like, why would you why would you vote this way?
They've most likely never heard a different, and I know because I was that person that I never knew what the counterpoints were or anything like that.
I grew up believing that everything right wing, everything. I've heard that my whole life.
Me too.
It wasn't until I started to actually speak to people from this side of the aisle that I was like, hey, you're more like me than I could have possibly imagined. All of a sudden, they were connecting to me, and I was connecting to them in a way that I never fathomed. I was like, holy shit. I remember there were certain celebrities and musicians that I dismissed.
Yeah.
Because I found out they were Trump guys and shit like that. And I was like, oh, I can't believe he's a blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, same.
And now I'm like, I feel like I'm on an apology tour. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. They were right. They were always right. Like,
we need another sermon from Father Greg.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my God, that's all I'm going to call him from now on. Father Greg.
We start bringing up the Tates again, and he'll fucking bust the door down and start fighting with us.
I love Greg Rants. I'm going to start calling him that, Father Greg.
I really do feel not embarrassed, but like if I look back, if you can't look back at your older or your younger self and feel a sense of like cringe, right? And go, damn, I can't believe I used to think this way, or I can't believe I used to be that way.
Facebook posts from before 2022.
The memories show up.
Oh,
It's
they're
the
painful.
worst.
There's one where I'm talking about how Republicans are racist, and I'm like, yeah, and that's why the Democrats ended slavery.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
didn't know anything. I mean, I still don't know anything, but at least I know maybe one.
Thankfully, I don't ever intend to run for politics, but if I did, they would dig that shit up and be like,
oh, they have more than that to dig up on me.
I look back at my old stuff and I cringe.
I'll wait for shots. I have a question for you.
Okay.
I'll wait for the shots though. I just remembered. It reminded me of
Do
that.
I have to be drunk for the shot?
No. I'm just waiting for the shots.
Well,
It's that Jekyll and Hyde thing. It comes at Mike versus Father Greg.
yeah, I don't look back at my younger self with any. I mean, I'm proud that I'm able to look back at it and go, "You've come a long way."
Yeah.
But Jesus, when they show up in the Facebook,
it's
cringe.
painful.
It's cringe. But it just
Either
goes
that
to show.
Got a new one.
Yes, I knew we would get you in here. We have another one.
We got
Add
a
it to
whole
the
party in here now. Let's go.
All my favorite people.
Just go. Keep going.
This is our sitcom family.
Okay, wait. So this is called, what is it called, Thomas? The Greta.
The Greta. Oh, this one's for. That's right. This one's for
How
climate
dare
change.
you?
How dare you?
The microphone sits.
How dare you?
We're daring to have these shots right now for climate change.
Climate change. F climate change.
Ooh, that one was.
Dan, you were the best, dude.
Oh, you can take this with
That
you.
was better than the other one, I think.
Lavender lemonade.
No,
It was
this is
lavender
the right
lemonade.
snake bite.
The what?
Snake bite.
What's
It's
snake bite?
Yukon Jack and Lime. So good.
The Father Greg is back.
Father Greg. That's his name.
They wanted another sermon from you.
The what?
They wanted you to rant again. I think.
Fit Dad Chris is here.
We need you to preach some more. Oh, the balance on the mic.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Adam has corrupted me into doing shots of everything.
See you guys.
Wait, I need your arm. I need your arm.
Molly's?
Both of yours. Yeah. We got our arms in.
Look at how big this arm
See,
is. That's a man of muscle right there.
And this is a
my white
beautiful
muscle.
lady.
White.
Bigger than me.
White.
He's bigger than me.
Damn. See, I was saying before, I'm like, I should not have worn a sleeveless shirt.
I'm paler than Mikey though.
I used to be very pale before I came here. How long have you been here now? Florida?
6 years almost.
So how are you so pale?
I don't know.
I think it's just the lighting. You
I
don't
don't
look
go out
that
so
pale.
much.
You don't look that pale in person.
Alright, thanks.
I love you guys.
Tape illusion. Oh shit! He put another one in.
Wait, what? No, this
Is
is
that not another one?
no, it's the
No,
same.
that's an old one. Dude, I was like, what the fuck?
I have a burning question for you that I've been wondering.
Burning.
A burn.
That
This
is
is
not
a
a
burning
nice way
question.
to pitch the question.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna put this on the screen. Wait,
Man, are you putting me on the spot?
I'm putting you on the spot because
What?
I've been wondering. Okay, so we've been friends for a bit now, and I feel like I kind of know you. But there's something that I have a question about that I feel like I didn't know.
Where is this going?
I'll show you. Adult entertainer?
Oh my god. I should have. Okay.
Did I miss the chapter of the Vidal fans?
No. Hear me out, y'all.
Chat?
No.
Should I put in your OnlyFans?
No. I'm. Okay, a lot of the stuff I do is with. Look, I'm getting called out of your chat. All right. No. Hear me out. Remember, I worked with Chrissy, or I was on Chrissy's show as a friend, a guest, whatever you want to call me. I was her little minion, right? Every week we had different adult entertainers on the show.
Like you?
No. Hear me out. So what ended up happening was no, stop. No.
We're uncovering
No. I do
Vidal After Dark.
I do stage performances,
What
but,
kind
but
of
not
performances?
stripping. I know it sounds like I was gonna look for something. No. Look, I won't bullshit you. I'll be straight with you because of the fact that every week I'm on with Chrissy, right? Different porn stars of
Like
every level, right? We're top tier, some of them amateur.
So are you one of the top tier porn
No.
stars? or an
It was
amateur porn
proposed to
star?
me often, but I never took to it. But I did get involved in the space as a stage performer, like at events. Do you guys know what Circus Olay is, or like?
Is that where they do shakes with their dicks?
No,
That's the thing, right?
There's no way to elaborate on this, and I can't show any of the videos because it's like I don't have any of it ready. You ambushed me with
I
the question.
ambushed
So,
you!
like, I didn't have anything ready.
Because I was like, I feel like he would have mentioned that.
It's not stripping if you're nude for the no. I'm never nude. Like my junk is never out. But there's a lot of people involved in the space, in the stuff I do. I do stunts, right? Action stuff.
I'll bet you do stunts.
So there's like fire involved and stuff like this. So it's never like. This is why I always say it's weird to talk to people because like I tell people I do YouTube gaming, right? And there's a bit of a contradiction there. The YouTube gaming naturally attracts a younger audience, and then what I do on the other side of things is very adult oriented. It's for
your junk isn't out.
No, but it does have a lot of sexual energy.
Like what?
I work with like strippers and go-go dancers, but we're not full on like.
Is this like the chicks with the tassels on their titties?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So just
do
imagine
you get tassels on your junk.
Just imagine. I would next time I'll come with a video. Since you
that I guarantee you wants to see that.
But like no, there's the comments are killing me. You guys, your puns are the worst. I love you and I hate you all right now. No, I try not to.
Burlesque.
It's because I feel like at least in our space, we're talking about I feel like the majority of your audience is conservative, right? I feel like
they're kind of all over. I mean, there's no like crazy leftists really, but
I feel like
we're pretty diverse.
In this space, I kind of just gotta keep that over here.
Really?
I don't feel
because I feel like
this space.
Really? Because I feel like people like Chrissy or me,
but
are
you
like
guys are
we like everyone. We like
you guys are
generous.
You guys are exceptions. Y'all are not the standard. If there is a standard, right? If there's like a prototype, a type, you're fine. It look like people say I just feel like on one end of the thing, I'm doing video game stuff and YouTube and gaming and action movies, right? Stunts and martial arts. On the other stuff, that world of adult entertainment, they don't gel together well. I feel like the audiences are not the same.
I feel like you're using the term adult entertainment very loosely. Like you're making it sound way worse. You make yourself sound like a hooker. I was like,
I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't know how to elaborate on how far it goes or whatever. I'm definitely lying to you about how far it goes, but I'm never going to elaborate.
He's lying to us.
I can't be fully transparent with this. There's a lot of.
So your junk is out then?
No.
Oh!
I said no.
He said no. But we all see his thought bubble said yes.
Damn, how do I explain this? You son of a bitch. You fucking called me out.
Sorry to move on. Well, you have it on Twitter, so I was just wondering.
No, I'm not trying to shy it because I share like mutual friends posts and stuff like that. So I don't want anybody who comes on the page to be like, hey, why is this pair of titties on my page? And not like, oh, well,
I haven't seen titties on your page.
My post doesn't get a lot of traction. I feel like for all the followers I have, I don't get a lot of interaction on Twitter or whatever. But the point is, a lot of my friends, again, I did meet through Chrissy's show. You are a prime example of that.
Am I the titty? Am I an honorary titty lady?
Technically, depending on who you ask, you're just as much as a degenerate as any other porn star.
Thank you. feel so like boring.
If anybody who knows Mike knows that's not too much of a stretch, right? Like what I'm saying is Mike.
Bitch, I'm so boring. I'm like in bed watching the goddamn Muppet Show every night. I love when people think that
you
about me.
fit well into the environment. Nobody.
The porn stars.
Mike, when I met you on the show, I didn't question why. I didn't think, oh, this guy does OnlyFans or anything like that. But I thought he just has this. Like, you were not shy about your sexual stories. You were just very open about it, right?
Oh, I did talk about the guy who had stitches on his dick. That was the first time I was on.
If you did tell that story, my mind tried to block it, right?
Thomas, thank you so much, dude. Play the Mike Honcho scene from Talladega Nights. I never saw that. Did you? No. I have to be honest. I'm allergic to Will Ferrell.
Really?
I hate Will Ferrell with a burning. He is like nails on a chalkboard.
Is it personally you hate Will Ferrell or his comedy?
Everything.
Are you able to separate art from the artist?
Yes. But I'm talking about the artist.
So you don't even find it.
Because lately he's down with all the trans shit, but I can't see his. I hate his face. I hate his voice. I hate his. I hate Will Ferrell. Everything. Everyone does. I'm alone in this.
I hate Will Ferrell's personal bullshit. Right?
Yeah, that too. That just gave me another reason.
He's come out very like pro-trans, this, and that.
That just gave me a whole new reason to hate him.
But I think as a comedian,
we'll do a zip for you, by the way.
On his SNL days, I was a big fan, and of course, Night at the Roxbury.
I did like that.
Step Bros. Come on, you don't like Step Bros?
I never saw it because he ruins the friggin' Producers movie.
So you didn't see Step Bros? I feel like that's a movie night.
I'll watch it. All my friends here love it.
I feel like
Josh loves it.
I've never met someone who didn't like Step Bros. Like I think if there's one movie you would like.
Thank you. I am so with you, Double Think.
The most.
The most.
I don't know. I could think of Amy Schumer, for example.
Okay, yeah,
and
that's
I think
true.
She takes the cake.
But I feel like she's in a way funnier because you can laugh at her. Like she's so bad that you can like point and laugh. You can't even do that. He's not even
point and laugh. She's the end result of body positivity being pushed to the front. Nobody would find that fuck funny if she wasn't. You know what I mean?
Like, I love how I drag the inner bitch out of my friends.
She's truly.
No, I'm with you.
I feel she's so fucking dry and like.
You know, it's always her. I'll never forget my mom.
Didn't want to think about it, but thank you for putting that.
My mom said something great about that. She was like, I cooked dinner once for my parents, and I just made a comment to my mom. I was like, "Oh, I love food so much." And my mom goes, she's like, "All right, I love food too, but you can't only love food because that's how you end up alone and fat like Amy Schumer. nothing but your food."
Well, I mean, Amy Schumer is somehow successful.
Double Think, we love you. Go do whatever you're gonna do. Don't get the AIDS. What else? Don't
I think that's
fuck
the
them up.
best
Go
advice
fuck them
you
up.
can give.
Yeah, don't get the AIDS.
You can't top that. Like, just don't.
Don't get the AIDS. Fuck them up.
That should be your goal every night.
In a good way or a bad way. Depends on.
We're talking about Amy Schumer now. My dick is soft for months. Like, she's just.
It'll crawl up in you.
Yeah. How did we get there? What are we talking about?
Oh, being a porn star.
No, not being a porn star.
An 18+ adult entertainer. Wait. Okay. So you said I would be part of that. Would I get to consider myself an 18+ adult entertainer?
I don't think kids could watch your content.
No, God, no. They don't, I don't think.
So, like, that's kind of like, isn't that not an 18+ performer in your own right? Are you not that?
You guys, I am a whore.
I think that's been well established, Mike. But look, I think, Mike, if I'm being real, I think, okay, I would not ever use this term porn star, ever.
Because
I'm
a star.
Connected. I work with adult entertainers. That's it. So, like, there's a good chance that if you're watching one of my movies, like the YouTube stuff, or even like whatever, like right? There's a good chance you may see some of the adult entertainers. So that needed to be established as a what do you call that? A barrier or something. It's not for kids. Keep them out of here.
You know what's funny though? I will
Sure.
sometimes get messages from people with my more political kind of videos and they're like, "Oh, I show your videos to my kids."
See, but I would trust
And I'm like,
you.
"Great, don't show them the rest of it."
I
though."
would trust. I would trust you around a bunch of children, teaching them, as opposed to this fucking.
I think that's not like a credit to me. It's just like that's how low the bar is right now. Like that's how horrible. That's how horrible the shit being taught to kids is. That I would be.
I'm just saying, drag queen story time is here, and the mic is just
I'm with you.
right here. He's just above.
I'm with you.
Line of like, okay.
You know what's funny? Were you here the night? I don't remember if it's when you were here with Adam when he showed the thing. Were you here?
What thing? What are we talking about?
Okay, must have been. You'd remember. Must have been a different night. So Adam was here. He was like, "Look at my phone. Look at this." He's like, "Click at your own risk." So I click. Adam showed me. He showed our friend Patrick also a photo of botched trans
Oh no.
genitalia. I gotta describe it.
No.
It looked like it had been put on the blender in pulse mode. You know how pulse mode looks like? It's all chopped up, but you can still see bits and pieces. And there was green goo oozing out of it.
Like, look,
Aren't you glad you came on? He was like, "I want to come on your show." I'm like, "Be careful what you wish for, bitch."
I know we like to shit on trans folks because they're very, right now, especially, it seems like a lot of them are hostile because they're defensive, right? They're in defense mode. I would do anything to make them like come our side.
Yeah.
Again, this is me
Some
being
of
a
them are.
hypocrite,
Some
right?
of them are. I have friends who are.
I agree, right? But it's like, the sad truth is there's a lot of trans folks that don't get spoken for, who are against all the shit we just talked about, right? And they're being completely drowned out by the narrative that trans need to be called by their proper pronoun and all this other shit. There's a lot of trans folks who don't believe in that and they never get a chance. They don't have a voice at all. They're completely stuffed out. So like I try not to just generalize the shit.
No, I'm with you. But I generalize.
It's easy to, because I mean,
I say the trans is that's like separate title for them.
I mean,
what I've heard from a lot of trans people who are against this shit is they've sort of started calling themselves transsexuals as a way of differentiating.
Well, like this is with you. I asked you this before, right?
A transsexual.
Well, look, like when the LGBT, right? Whatever the fucking
no one knows.
The thing is, right? You are clearly a voice for gay Republican men,
whether they want it or not.
However small that market might be, right? And I've asked you,
I've really got a niche,
and you've been very vocal about where you stand on that issue, right? And you believe that there should be a separation between the traditional gay movement and this like sort of neo-pronoun era movement.
There's no commonality. Nobody can tell me what the commonality is. And I don't even, a lot of people say LGB and get rid of the T. I mean, there's a commonality you could say. I don't even necessarily believe that those letters should be together because the experience of a gay man versus a lesbian is night and day different. I understand society, like obviously that would be an improvement to adding the transes in.
Yeah.
But some people are like, remove the T. I'm like, no, I just want to blow up the entire fucking alphabet.
So you don't believe in that alliance at all?
No. I mean, I can understand, at least I can understand it when they say LGBT. When they add the T, and I don't understand.
So where, anyway. Okay,
there's no.
So you don't march with them, obviously. But like, where do you go? This is the line. Where do you create the separation, right? Because there's that divide, right? We were talking about this before, right? There's a lot of gay folks that don't agree with the trans movement. Is that the divide? Is that where the line is right now?
See,
or
I think, okay, this is kind of a bigger discussion that I think, and I probably told you this, I think there are a lot of people who call themselves gay conservatives, but they're not. And I don't even call myself that, but I'm talking about certain people. Their political opinions might be right-wing, But in every other way, you take politics out of it, and they are completely brainwashed to the T by the gay culture. They are still in lockstep with it. And them being conservative is not in any way how they live their lives, and they have never done any reflection to think about what that means beyond politics, you know? Because for me, I think it goes way beyond politics. And so my point with that, though, there are a lot of people who, and this isn't everyone, obviously, but there are a lot of people who just say, remove the T. And I think that that is a way, even though I agree with it, I think for some people, that's a way to avoid introspection and wash their hands of it. You just get rid of the
there's
T.
even more
Oh,
criticism.
Oh, yeah.
For that.
And I think, and obviously trans is like the worst, the next evolution of it, but it's the most extreme. No, I'm with that.
Any, you going to take a moment at all to rephrase that?
No, not at all.
The worst.
The worst. But
I love the brutal. He said the worst.
The worst.
And like, no question about it. Like, this is the fucking worst part of it.
no, it's true.
I love it.
But I think it's a way to avoid accountability and avoid introspection and not look at all of the other things, the poison that is the gay culture, because they want to partake in it. They don't want to think maybe this is bad for people.
It's almost like it's almost like they're recruiting the devil to do God's work. It's like they know it's
Like that. Ooh,
like
well
they
said.
know this isn't the winning card. This isn't the winning. This is the wrong. But you don't think they're vocal enough about it? Do you think they're not?
No, I think a lot of these people
Are they afraid?
No, I think they're brainwashed. I think
You think it's
they probably are just banging a different person every day, and they, you know,
that $1 billion propaganda machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think for a lot of conservatives, mostly straight conservatives, being conservative is how they live their lives. Somebody like Greg, you know, who's a wonderful husband and father and lives such an honorable life. I think a lot of these gay people who call themselves conservatives, they're doing the same shit the leftists are. They just have different political opinions.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Sorry, not to like.
I know, and I like it. I love it. Like, we got into a whole different thing. I think this is a pretty necessary conversation
Because you know, they've been sold a false bill of goods. They've been marketed pride as meaning be the worst you can be. Pride is not a good thing. It's one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yes.
And I think that for all these people who did it, the bill is going to come one day. The check is going to arrive. They might be 50, they might be 60, but they will realize that throwing your life away and avoiding relationships and avoiding anything positive and just like banging a bunch of strangers and doing all the drugs and clubbing your life away, they're going to end up alone and miserable. I think the gay culture, the gay lifestyle is a road to misery and solitude and an unhappy life.
It's like as it's promoted.
Yeah.
Well, that always takes the precedence. Like, it's almost like when you think gay culture, you think pride parade.
Yeah.
And you think promiscuous.
Yeah.
And you think, you know, all that.
Well, and
that
people
comes with
throw
it.
that word around, the lifestyle. To me, it's 2 different things. Gay is a sexual orientation, but for a lot of them, it is also a lifestyle. So
They-
is why I
they've
like
also
to
made it
point out
their
that they're
whole
different
personality,
things.
too.
Yeah.
Like, people have made it their whole identity.
Yeah.
You have not. You've
Thank
chosen
you.
to be like, okay, we need to just be better.
I wish I could. It would be easier.
Do you have a lot of luck connecting with
No,
others?
no, I
No.
hate these people. I try not to.
What do you
No.
think? What is it? Our side that's making it harder? You think? Like, do you think the way we deliver our messages as, let's say, right wing, conservative, whatever you want to call it, right? Do you think we're not doing enough to welcome?
No, fuck that. No.
What would you change?
I think there's starting to be a bit of a backlash that gay people, I think what's coming, I think it's starting now and we'll bear the brunt of it going forward. I'm seeing a bit more of that than I have over the past few years, but that's not the crux of it. No, it would be dishonest for me to say, oh, it's because I'm a Republican. It's because no, I've always been very different than these people. And the thing is, for all their bullshit, empty talk, they are the most conformist group of people in the world. They have this whole thing about against the norms and stuff, but they hate anything that's outside of their norms. So when I was a liberal, I could never get along with them. So I mean, obviously that makes it harder. It's like I added another fucking thing to it, but it was always that way.
Yeah, you're kind of an anomaly in a lot of ways. There's not a lot of you. I've not run into a lot of hardcore gay Republicans, at least not open ones.
I mean, there are a lot of them, but like I said, a lot of them are just like a lot of them are just like the rest of them. Like I thought when my views changed, gay Republicans are going to be so different than mainstream gays. No, they're exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the brainwashing goes so deep because, and the thing is too, I think a lot of things that men and women are experiencing now kind of have their roots in the gay culture and have their roots in feminism. That now this sort of toxic lifestyle that's been so beaten into gay men is now being exported to the rest of humanity. They're like, it was so wonderful and positive for these people. Let's give it to everyone. And I think you're seeing those same things now where a lot of men and women like just fuck everything and don't want to have relationships and are just becoming very vapid and narcissistic.
I think that's just, I mean, I don't want to get all Alex Jones, but I feel like that's all part of the propaganda machine.
No, I
too,
do.
right? Like the idea that men and women shouldn't get along, people shouldn't be reproducing, people shouldn't be having traditional families. Yeah, we won't go down that rabbit hole.
No,
but like
maybe gay people were meant to be like the guinea pigs for that and start there. And then
I don't doubt. Again,
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that's
we don't know the greater picture, but I don't doubt that there's some truth in that too.
Yeah,
like that all of that was part of the bigger plan to kind of what's the word, subvert, destroy, disassemble things. Like a lot of the lifestyle you're talking about is disassembling traditionalism. You're disassembling classic thinking about romance and love and family and whatever tradition was. It's almost like you're programming the programming they're trying to give you and feed you, and your sexuality, right? The community your sexuality is in let's say indoctrinated with, right? Because they, simply put, I just don't know any other gay men like you, Mike. You're kind of an anomaly. I'm sorry. It's like you're on a fucking island, and I feel it. Terrible. It's like they're so deep. They're so deep in that. You know what I'm saying?
Making the frogs gay.
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
Alex
Thomas.
Jones. Yeah.
I agree with you.
I got an Alex Jones's right jar. And every couple of weeks, I just put a couple of coins in there. The sad thing is, it's the more the jar fills up, the worse we're actually reality is. Like,
thank you for saying that though. No, because like we were talking about this the last time we hung out, that like something that's tied back to what we were talking about before. This is something that really fucking pisses me off. Is like, so the last time we hung out, I was arguing with someone who I felt like sometimes I feel like people will try to put me in a dress. You know what I mean? Metaphorically.
Yeah.
That like
we're talking about ragtime hour. We're talking about
metaphorical. They'll try to put you in a metaphorical dress.
Okay.
And tell me
fit the box.
Yeah. And I was like, you're so gay. You're so that, and I feel like that's trying to take away my individuality and replace it with a platform of personhood that I know I'm not. And the thing is, like you just said, I'm not like, it's been this fucking goddamn struggle of my life that I'm not like these people, you know? I've always felt like I'm so different than them that, it's why I'm always fucking single. It's what it sucks. But so for then someone to come in and treat me like I'm like any of them, like I'm some walking pride float, and nobody will ever convince me that that's who I am. I know that's not who I am. Yeah. So that fucking pisses me off. And I feel like it goes back to what we were saying, that to me, and I'm not, I don't look at things this way. So I'm obviously not sitting here saying that I'm like the paragon of masculinity. However, to me, masculinity has a very different meaning than I think it does to some people. A lot of people think that it's a costume, how many times did you see in 2020 and 2021, these big guys who look so masculine with 10 masks on their face? How many times do you see these big guys on TikTok with their 5-year-old son wearing a dress,
talking about get vaccinated?
Yeah,
and shit.
And that's why, to me, I think it has deeper meaning. That, like, because of my individuality, because of the way I like to dress, the way I like to express myself, people try to strip away your individuality, strip away your masculinity. And I just think it has deeper meaning. Like there's one person who loves to try to do this on Twitter and talk about my clothes I wear and stuff. Oh, you're wearing short shorts, which I have on right now. And no, but this is my point. I'm like, cool. Well, while wearing these short shorts, I fought off a 50-person Antifa Black Lives Matter mob. And when I got out of the mob, I went back in to get my friends because to me, that is what being a man is, not how you dress, or it's not a costume.
I like that because it's like you do see a lot of I see this a lot on TikTok. You see these TikToks with these guys who have beards and muscles, right? And they're pumping out the agenda, right?
Yep.
The feminist agenda, whatever it is, right? The gay agenda, the trans agenda. And it's like, well, did you as a man really come up with that?
Yep.
Or are you just following your fucking programming? Are you really the testosterone driven masculine man you think you are?
To them.
Or are you just fucking wearing the shirt, the outfit?
Yep.
Right? You got the appearance. I agree. I think you're more masculine than a lot of those men. And I would fucking guarantee you that their facade would fall apart had you faced any of them in a debate.
Oh, I want to face them.
they would come to you and think, oh, this guy, this flamboyant guy, right, underestimate you for all those very same reasons that you would use to destroy them. You would use to fucking come up right under them. And
oh, baby.
I would love to see it. I feel like you got to get, those are the people you should get on your show.
I try to. None of them will do it. I try to get these people on.
None of them will. The part of the propaganda machine has taught you that side or our side isn't even worth discussing with.
I realize
there's people who are not going to speak to me after this show. And I hate that.
Send them my way. I'll fuck them up.
I hate that because like nothing I said on this show, I think was fueled by hatred or bigotry or any of the shit that they would claim the side for being, right? Like we're all these horrible things, but I think if anyone actually just sat and listened to us or talked to us or just sat in front of us and had a conversation with us, they'd all feel differently. But no one's willing to do it because their programming has taught them that they can't even have the discussion. We shouldn't even be platformed in their mind.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't even be allowed to speak. That's the way they see that.
Fuck these people.
It's crazy. Like it's fucking scary, really. But
Thomas, thank you so much, dude. Shout out to Mikey Shorts. Thank you.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Like you can see his thigh right here. This motherfucker's wearing the gayest fucking shorts I've ever seen.
Fuck that.
It's Florida, so I guess it works. But
yeah, now I get to dress like a 2-cent whore all year round. I love it.
He just needed an excuse.
I did. It's cold in New York in the winter. Shout out to Mikey Short. Thank you so much, dude.
That accent, I'm glad you acknowledged the accent, my brother, because it's actually something funny enough on the air. I try to hide, and I suck at it, dude. I can't hide it. Like,
no, I love it.
So
they always try to tell me I have an accent, but I don't hear it. I don't think I do.
I wouldn't know.
Same, I guess.
I guess we're coming from the same space though, so we wouldn't hear it from each other, but they would notice.
Yeah.
Like anytime I talk to someone from out of New York, they immediately call me out.
Same.
I'm like, oh shit, okay. Then I hear it.
Yeah, certain words I say. They like
talk. He said talk, and I say talk. I can't help it. For some reason, when I say talk, there's a W in it. I don't know where the fucking W is.
This Sea Striker, I love you. Thank you.
Greg is masculine.
Hell yeah.
Our father
Greg.
My boy came in with a sermon all year. He came in and
he is the epitome of it to me. Like there may be guys who look the part more than he does, but they won't have a tenth of his masculinity.
I like that.
Of the deeper meaning.
I like that the traditional man, or at least my goal with film and TV and entertainment, I would hope to highlight guys like Greg.
Yeah.
Because like we need more men who are just willing to be good dads, good people in their community, men who are men. Not this fake man bullshit and not this bullshit submissive man that the world seems to want to impose on us.
That's like those people you're into. It's like they just tuck their dick between their legs. Oh, yes, dear.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than watching a fucking TV show, and it's always the same recipe, right? The guy's a buffoon who's just lucky to get the girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck happened to your Clint Eastwoods and your Schwarzeneggers and your Stallones? That's why I want to get into entertainment. I want to
your James Gandolfinis.
We need traditional. I know they say progressive is all about moving forward and whatever, but I don't like the direction men are moving.
Same.
I disagree with it vehemently.
Same.
And I'm out of place in the world of Hollywood, which is why I'm sitting here with you right now.
Oh, that's why he's on the naughty step.
On the
shit list.
I walked away from it because it's from the top down. Like even to the PAs and the fucking guys who are serving our food on the sets. That indoctrination, the programming, is running rampant in the world of entertainment, and it fucking sucks. So I'm hoping, with any luck, you guys will see some cool shit out of me.
Hell yeah, we
Action
will.
movies and traditional, like
That's what I want to do.
real shit.
I'm writing my first horror movie right now. It's a romantic slasher.
What
a love story. It's a love story.
Well,
it's a slasher.
To me, I think the world of entertainment, the future of entertainment is in the independent scene. I believe the mainstream has been co-opted to such a degree that I think most people are starting to see through it now.
Oh, well, I come from the same background. Like, I'd written a TV series that was about exactly the shit that I'm bitching about, with being gay and dating, kind of throwing main character doesn't fit in with the shit into that fucking world.
You're
and
writing
they shut that shit down. No, it was a series. This was years ago.
They're never going to accept what you're trying to pitch because it's not. Their reading is
the
spreadsheet.
Gay Defamation League shut it down because we were in meetings with a bunch of like big places.
First
like,
of all, what the fuck is the Gay
GLAAD,
Defamation?
gay and lesbian defamation.
I never even heard of that shit.
Oh no, they're like the mafia. They like I need to someday get it framed. The letter that they sent me, how I hate myself, and it wasn't a political show or anything. Like that's what really sucked is that everyone, like I never got one comment that I don't even want to say negative. I never got one comment that wasn't glowing in terms of the quality of the show.
But
it was you can't.
Why?
Say this.
What was their reasoning?
Because it wasn't political, but it was a point of view of what I'm talking about with the gay culture.
But you weren't pushing the agenda. That's your problem.
No.
You are because you're not pushing the agenda. They don't want to hear your story.
Yeah.
If you're not pushing the agenda, they see you as opposition. Period.
Yeah.
Me telling a traditional story about an action hero with let's say a family is counterproductive to their movement.
Yeah.
I need to be a gay, trans, fucking third world country, whatever, because it's the only way to move forward the message, and that's happening across the board in the world of entertainment. So that's why, again, I find myself sitting with people like you, with people like Chrissy
on the shit list.
Fuck it. I would rather succeed struggling with you guys or crash and burn.
Same.
If it meant that. Then succeed doing it their fucking way.
I wish I had the capacity to be fake and to like keep my thoughts to myself. I'm not able to.
They would be happy to tokenize you.
Oh, I know.
You'd be the token bag, and that would be all their.
I know what fucking token.
You would be. They would love you because you would fit that criteria.
Fuck that. Razdaz, you're short. I gotta pull them down. Sorry. Shorts.
I am not gonna start.
Hey, I'm an 18 plus adult entertainer.
I don't want the screenshot of me staring at your junk and shit while you're spinning around in booty shorts.
Sorry, I didn't think of that.
The internet is forever. I know that.
I'm an 18 plus adult entertainer now, Vidal.
I am sorry, guys, that I didn't have a better explanation of that. I'm trying to tread lightly because I don't know how to explain what it is I do without.
But so you're not a hooker, or a stripper.
I feel like that's such a. There's no clear cut answer for it because it's not as clear cut as that. Like okay, are you not a hooker for wearing the booty shorts right now?
No, I just like to look like one. But my style is like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman before the classy makeup.
Okay, well, I suck at this, man. I was so unprepared for that.
I'm sorry. We don't have to.
It's you can't apologize now. That shit is on the internet forever. Like I got called a hoe. Like I'm getting called a hoe right now.
Fuck garden. You're a garden.
I am a wholesome guy. Can't you tell?
I oddly am too. I just like to pretend that I'm a whore because I'm not.
I wish there were an easier explanation for it. I just don't know how to do it. Mikey's a cheap whore. Yeah, I agree.
I am a high class call girl. I'm an 18 plus adult entertainer.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna put that in my bio next.
Oh, man. I you know what? That was my fault. I should have been prepared.
No. I'm sorry.
I just did. I swear, I thought there was enough else going
But so
on.
there is no Vidali fans.
No.
They're disappointed.
Look, there's a super chat.
Thomas, thank you so much, dude. Have you got your ass blasted? Yet? If
No.
Yes, we want to know. What about Vancouver? Vancouver?
I don't catch. I have despite my very homo company, I'm 100% hetero. But
nobody thought otherwise.
No, but I mean, no, it's.
Oh wait, so what about
what
the reverse of that in Montreal?
What, blasting someone's ass?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't ever.
What about their poussoir?
I am not on camera.
This is hard-hitting questions you get on microaggression.
Fuck, I cannot believe I got called out like this. Like, I am so pants down right now because of this. So most.
But everyone is happy with that.
I guess. I'm actually shocked at how nice your chat is being about it, because no, I am protecting.
This is the fam.
I will elaborate further in the future. I promise.
You gotta come back on here.
I will. I had so much fun with you.
This is amazing.
I wish, honestly, this was like a regular thing.
Let's do it.
We have so much fun.
Let's make a regular thing.
And we had drinks, and we had people bringing us drinks. Like that was
I was gonna say, I feel like this is totaled up to 20, so we could do another shot.
What? All those super chats we got, the $5 ones.
Okay, if we get one more super chat, we'll do a shot.
I think.
See, I'm basically like a whore. I'm like, ooh, super chats.
That's talking the same language. I feel like we got to do.
See, I got my ass hanging out. I'm horrid.
There's probably a couple of friends of mine who, let's say, do OnlyFans who are watching tonight, and they're friends with me. Like we work together on stuff, but that's not porn. I don't know how to elaborate. I promise you, I'll have the best.
He has to meet with his.
I have to say the thing. I'm too drunk, and I'm afraid to say.
Thomas, thank you, dude.
No.
Montreal.
That is
let me
the
alert
worst
the
name for a
squad.
shot ever. I'm not about to have a Montreal ass blaster.
Shots.
God, this is the worst. I should have put out a to do and don't do list before I got on.
No, there is no to don't list on here.
I'm an adult entertainer.
Thank you.
I like to entertain adults. There you go. I'll leave it at that for tonight. And next time we'll get into the lore deeply.
You can be the lore whore.
I promise I will be better next time.
It's the lore whore.
I just was way unprepared for this shit.
Do a name 18 plus adult entertainer. If anyone super chats,
I'm gonna
$20.
delete my Twitter now. Like I feel so bad.
DeVille, thank you so much, dude. I love you.
I appreciate that your buddies are at least nice to me about it.
Mike is out on this digital street corner.
You guys are on your own.
We're on our own.
Yeah, we're taking shots.
What? How many of you guys?
We're just one ahead.
This is
One ahead of us, and we're like what?
No, we're two.
Wait, our bartender is drunk. Like
shots. Oh wait, you're doing the Trump dance.
you need to watch the background. Here to the Montreal.
To the Montreal
blaster.
All our what's that?
You want pizza now or later?
There's pizza.
Now or later?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Later.
Dude, should we should wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
God, I love you.
we
There's
should wait.
pizza. I'm the best friends in the world.
How long were we?
We can wrap up whenever you want, or go. as
No,
long as
I
you
mean,
want.
like, I'm shocked that anybody still even watching. I thought I was rambling. I'm sorry.
We love your rambling. What are you sorry for?
I talked anybody off.
No apologies. No apologies.
Yeah.
Todd, dude, I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you. Thank you so much, dude. I hope all is well. I miss you. I love Todd.
I gotta say, again, Mike, I appreciate you, brother.
I
I appreciate what you're trying to do. I appreciate everything you've been fighting. You're You're not afraid to put yourself out there. And I will say this. If Valentina won't do the things you do, she ain't got no balls like you, brother.
I love it,
You mean
dude.
it. I believe this is a real one right here, fighting for the real cause, Mike. And
Aw,
I don't,
thanks, dude.
and I'm happy to be here to support it. You know, like fuck it.
No,
We're gonna. I believe we're winning this war. This
I think so
culture.
too.
I feel the tides have shifted. I feel normal is coming back. I feel it's okay to start using slurs again.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
And God, I always say, when I'm considered one of the normal ones, like shit has gone fucking bonkers.
Are you normal now?
No, I'm not. It's so funny. These people keep talking about like, oh, I'm a normal gay. I'm like, I'm fucking not.
No.
I'm like abnormal gays.
I love that we're out here and we're just talking. And this is what it needs to be. Make slurs great again. Let's
Make
fucking do it.
slurs great. And Todd, thank you so much, dude. I miss you. We're doing movie night soon. You gotta come. Some of us watch them ghost hunt for like 6 hours. We'll stay 7 hours on a street. You guys are the greatest. I am not worthy. I am not worthy of my chat fam.
Here, man.
They're
I
the
love
great.
it.
I always say, chat is Diana Ross. I am just the Supremes. They are the star here.
Yeah, well,
I love my chat friends.
I'm glad that they've at least welcomed me into the space without too much.
Oh no,
shit.
need to
You guys,
do, like,
they roasted me a little, but I earned it.
they
know?
know an 18+ adult entertainer.
That was my fault. Okay? But look,
I love you, B.
It gives me something to elaborate on next time because they're really. I
Really
guess I do have to
cliffhanger.
address it eventually. It's complicated.
We went ghost hunting. It was fun.
Yeah, I saw some of the clips on
Look at-
Instagram and shit.
Look at this.
Was that the dog opened the door?
She knows how to open the door. Jenny just showed me though.
We have a
actually.
dog that opened the door. Like actually fucking opened the door. That's funny.
Wait, look at this. My favorite photo from ghost hunting. Fucking medium Greg.
What the fuck? is
Greg the
going on?
medium.
What did
You
he
guys
do?
can see.
Oh, I saw that. What was going on?
You can
With
see.
it? No, you can't even see it in the video. It's so bright.
I'll post it after. But yeah. So he was like listening to the ghost in the radio and interpreting, and that ghost liked Adam in a more than friends way too.
Hey, Adam's getting some ghost poo, and I'm with it.
I know the ghost wanted nothing to do with me. The ghost was not having any of my shit.
Was it a girl?
Yeah, her name was Ida.
I'd smash a ghost. I mean, like,
I would if it were like a cute ghost.
I live for the experiences of the life. So
Brian!
it's fun.
I love you. Trust me, Vidal. I know him. Mike is so not normal. I love you. I miss you,
He
Brian.
isn't. But I think that's why we clicked, Mike. I like weirdos, man.
I do too. That's why we're friends.
I think our weird is becoming the norm, and that's
Hell
what we
yeah.
need. We need.
Are kind of weird. We're like wholesome weird.
I don't know if anybody would ever say wholesome.
Well, I mean, maybe not
Whatever.
18+ adult entertainers, but
It was a no homo.
with the tassels on their, you know what.
I hate that I said anything about it under the influence of alcohol because I know I'm gonna look back at this fucking video and hate you.
Sorry. No, this has been an epic show. What are you talking about?
I had fun.
This is amazing.
I did.
Yeah, you got to come back on soon, Brian. I miss you. Do you know Brian?
Maybe. I don't know.
Why do I feel like you guys knew each other?
Everybody seems to know me but not know me. I don't
Yeah,
know. I get around a
that's
lot.
what you mean.
I'm a traveler.
I bet you get around a lot.
Nah, I walked into that one. I am road trip traveling the country as we speak.
That's
That's
what
why
I'm going to be here for.
I don't know.
Good.
If you tell
Just
me to be around for a while, I'll stick.
Be around for a while. No shows.
I am traveling the country all year long. I'm from New York. I'm here in Florida. I'm planning on going to Texas and Cali and everywhere else and trying to meet everybody and just connect. There's a lot of like content to be made, with different creatives of every kind. Podcasters, comedians.
We should do a video together. Not an 18+ adult entertainer.
Yeah, thank you for elaborating.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I don't know what, but we'll do something.
You know what? I was supposed to set up my camera to record today, and I didn't even fucking do it. I totally.
We'll do.
But we're gonna get another interview
Yeah, we are.
because I want to get your origin story.
Oh God.
I want to get like for the newer members of your
The
audience
new harlots.
who don't know, yeah, like where you come from and whatever. Like we
I
can
come
tag
from
it.
hell.
And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. I kind of want to do everything, right?
Yeah.
Like we were talking about the podcast that we're doing here, the Broadway stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know shit about Broadway, but I would love to get involved. Like,
I think they have their channel. By the way, wait, let me bring it up.
you know, like I just feel like I'm out here exploring the country, checking out the world, and I want to create content with different creatives out there. There's lots to do.
By the way,
Couple
so my
of-
beautiful friends, Greg's daughter and her friend, are starting a Broadway podcast. If anyone likes Broadway or theater stuff, subscribe to their channel because it's going to be amazing. I'm putting the link in here.
We lost a follower, bro, because I don't have an OnlyFans.
Both of our OnlyFans.
You guys are the worst. I love your group.
But yes,
man.
subscribe right here.
Cup of Broadway.
They're the best. Those are my girls.
Yeah, those girls are sweethearts, man. And they're
They're
teaching me
great.
about theater. I don't know anything about it. But
I see.
It's gonna be
It's in my DNA that I have to love show tunes. And I
it's
do.
kind of a stereotype, but you own it.
That's one.
Hey, look, I
can't like clean for shit. I can't interior decorate for shit. The two stereotypes that I got are I love some Broadway shit and cute outfits.
hey, I'm mixed, right? I'm Hispanic, black.
Oh yeah, what are you?
Hispanic and
Oh, yeah,
black,
sorry.
right? So by default, genetically, disposition to like chicken and Spanish food and big butts, like Latinas with huge asses.
Ladies, is Mr. Vidal single?
Yes, chronically, but like
Same.
but by design, I like it
Sorry.
because I'm traveling the country. Imagine me trying to be in a relationship right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm literally on the road.
You're Latina.
Latinx. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna call myself from now on. Latinx. I love it. I hate Latinx, but I will own Latinx. This is so stupid.
Aiden, this is so true. Love of show tunes is a dominant trait. It is. You can try to fight against it, but you cannot.
No, it's a gay stereotype. So
That is one I am on
you
board
own
with.
it, and that's
Yeah.
you gotta have
Some.
some of it.
Yeah, he's gonna have none.
Yeah, you got it. I definitely, yeah, I love my Latin. I love
Real
butts. I'm a booty person, man. Anybody who likes butts understands what I'm talking about. That there's like a genetic, like
Sir
it
Mix-a-Lot
controls you.
understands.
Put that shit in your body.
Yeah.
What, the booty stuff?
Yeah. Latinx.
Oh, Latin. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Actually, I am actually gonna do that shit. I will so do
Duke,
that.
you better in the bio.
I am so.
By the way, Duke, are you on Twitter? I was trying to find you and I could not find you. There was something I quoted Duke on. I don't remember what it was now. Duke Marine.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'm seeing a lot of booty talk.
Yeah,
See,
no.
because your people understand where I'm coming from. The booty, like they say booty's a religion. I forgot what the phrase was for it, but like if there is a religion for butt, I'm that.
You get this with women a lot because I've had it happen a couple times with guys that like. So could you date a chick who was an OnlyFans whore, who was a titty lady? You could.
Could I or
Or
I
would.
have? I'm saying, but like
How
I'm
did
not.
that go?
I'm not a titty guy necessarily.
No, I don't mean literal. I mean metaphorical titty lady. She's just a titty lady. That's like her job description.
I don't.
Like she's an OnlyFans chick.
Oh, can I date OnlyFans girls?
Yeah, she's like a. Would you say porn star?
I date a lot of strippers and porn
You
stars.
heard it here first.
I'm not a relationship guy, really. So
At
like,
all?
I can't be.
Why?
I can't.
Why?
I love people too much. I think I'm too much of a like. I love.
That is the horniest
It is
thing
just like
I've ever heard.
like
I can't be in a relationship because I love people.
Okay,
that
like-
means I'm a whore.
I'm never in a place for too long. So like, how am
I
gonna
bet
be in a
you're
relationship?
not.
I can't.
This is terrible. You're like the straight version of the gays I'm talking about.
I love the best thing in life. I love meeting new people, right? And then like
With asses.
especially with asses, right? But that's like that's a icing on the cake, right? In actuality, I do really
Thought
love
it was the cake. Ayo.
It is the cake, right? It is quite literally the cake. I do love making connections, spiritually, emotionally, personally, right? I love, like, the world's so big and we've only got so much time. So, like, I want to make as much fun and good times and memories. And yes, that does include some raunchy shit, but that I don't think that makes me a hoe because I'm very transparent about it. No one's ever been
You're
broken
honest.
hearted by me.
Oh, that's good.
No
That's
one,
good.
no one's being told you're the one. No one's being told,
Same.
you know, like no one's gonna, like, every ex I've ever had, like, in a relationship, every single one of them's a friend with me today.
Really?
To this day, every single one, except for one. There was one who had a boyfriend who came to my house, and I cut ties with her because she brought him. She wanted him to fight me or some shit, and I was like, "Fuck you! I don't have interest in that." But every other girl I've dated, seriously, is still friends with me today. They will tell you that I'm still friends. I can go visit them right now and still be friendly with them. Not even sexually, just friendly.
My view with exes is more like burn their house down and shoot them while they run out.
You've had some fucking toxic exes.
That's
I
true.
mean, you and I are coming from a very different resume. You know, like I try to stay friendly with everyone I've ever known.
Can you imagine that, like, is one of my better exes?
Oh yeah.
Like, how sick is that? How sick is that?
I know who you're talking about. I
How
won't say it on the air.
How sick is that? That's like a good ex.
I told you this, Mike. I think you know how to pick them. You have a very. I think that's a you thing. You just have some questionable taste. I don't. Anybody who knows Mike or is following Mike right now, you guys probably know him better than I do in that way. Like, if he's showing you pictures of men he's dating and the kind of shit he gets involved in, it's like, what the fuck, Mike? Like, I love the guy. He's smart in a lot of ways. Relationships, not so much. No, he doesn't pick well.
No.
No,
that's true.
Look, I said this to you last time we were hanging out. One day, it's all going to culminate in a smarter Mike making better choices.
I think I will next time. My last relationship was like out of the pits of hell. And like the one thing that really bugs me, the only thing, like, I don't care. I'm over it. The one thing that bugs me is that I didn't stick to my guns when I dumped his ass. Because I think there were like 6 breakups.
You did one of those, like, I'll take you back over and over again.
He said the most horrible shit to me that you can imagine.
Relationships bring out the worst in all of us.
Yeah.
I don't think you should judge yourself too harshly.
Oh,
I know I make the jokes, but
that's
like,
what pisses me off.
If I were around, I would have been like, hey, you know, you're an idiot, but it would have been up to you to take the advice of your friends. You gotta,
because it's one thing, like, it's something I can still argue with my friends that they'll tell me, and I'll be like, I know what but it's like a head versus a heart.
That's a fair question there. Has there been a
That's true.
relationship?
Not for me. No, one time, I was dating this guy briefly. It wasn't serious or anything, and he was what? You bitch!
He called your ass out. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but we love him. We do.
I'm not a hoe, though. Seriously, I
No,
pretend to be because I'm not.
But he definitely makes some questionable choices. I think we all unanimous on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know, like, Mike, you could do better.
Oh, thanks.
You will do better.
Thank you, dude.
The future is bright for you.
Thank you. No, there was this one guy I dated once who, it wasn't serious, it wasn't long or anything, who was a great person, would be an amazing boyfriend for someone who's not me. But he was just like the human equivalent of elevator music. Like, there was no laughter, there was no passion, there was nothing.
Just buy the books.
No, and I felt that because I was like, oh, I wish I could make myself be really into him, but I'm not.
That is a you thing, brother.
What do you mean?
I mean,
oh wait, we have an echo, or is that a you thing? Raz does.
Has he explored the cavern? Echo.
What's the cavern?
I don't know. He's talking about somebody's butt.
Oh, I thought it meant audio echo.
I just assume everything's about ass in the chat. So
of course you do.
These are degenerates in the chat for sure.
No, God no. He was elevator music.
But was he wild?
See, I think the problem is, and I think,
but he's like the one decent person I dated.
Every guy has been every nice guy, or every guy who tries to pride himself on being a good man, has dealt with a woman, and I'm only speaking from the
Yeah.
straight perspective for obvious reasons. Every straight man has dealt with a woman who thinks they're too good, too nice, too tame, and then goes and gets cheated on or left behind by the edgy guy or whatever the fuck it is. Every guy knows that pain. I don't know if maybe in that moment who you were just wasn't looking for the stability he could have brought you. You obviously weren't.
And I stand by it though, because it's like that's just I don't. It's not
You might live for
stability.
challenge though.
Probably.
You might live for the idea that things need to be a little difficult so you could have a problem to solve. That's
probably true.
There's nothing
But what I'm
wrong
talking
with
about
it.
is not challenge, it's passion. Like laughing hysterically with someone or other things.
surprise,
Like,
spontaneity.
yeah.
You're not, if everything is milquetoast right in the middle, that's a long life to live.
exactly. I can't do milk
You,
toast.
and nothing about you suggests you could.
Yeah.
So
I wish
I don't
could.
I don't think from a compatibility standpoint you're meant for the type of guy you're describing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with your choice to be like, hey, this doesn't work. It's just nothing about you would make sense for that. Why do you think someone like I just described, someone exploring the country and doing all this crazy shit, right?
Yeah,
Hanging
you
out
can't
with
do milk
fucking
toast.
degenerates like you. How is someone like me gonna get with a plain Jane, middle?
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen. It's not possible because it's not in my nature, and I don't think it's in yours. So
No. I wish it were.
your ideal partner is gonna be some fucking weirdo.
I know.
Like
but
it's
there's
gonna be
so
some
few
weirdo
weirdos.
that's
There's
gonna
so
be
few.
so out there, and y'all are gonna have all kinds of challenges in different ways that we could even predict right now. It'll happen.
I don't think so.
I do. I know
I
you
don't think
think
it's in the cards
your
for me.
math ain't mathing for that. but
I'm dead inside and I enjoy that. It's
you've
better
been black
place to
pilled
be.
on romance.
Yeah. I'm dead inside.
What say you, chat? Do you think Mikey has a chance to
No.
find himself some real love?
To me, there's nothing, and I learned in that relationship that I talked about with the Milquetoast guy that's worse than being alone. Is being with someone that you're not in love with, who is you feel nothing.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that.
There's nothing wrong.
I've learned to not let it get to that point where you're dating for a bit. Like I've learned to not let it get to that point. But
Are you snobby about Italian food?
of course I am.
That's what I see.
Oh.
I'm just learning that right now. I don't know. Mike, I just think we talked about this once before too. You're coming from a very unique perspective, and you're on a very lonely road. It doesn't mean it's lonely forever. I do believe that black pill mindset you have will eventually give way, and you'll find the connection. You're gonna find. It's gonna find you. Nature takes its course.
Inside.
But that's what happens when you've been through the bullshit you've been through. But you're gonna keep learning. You're gonna stop dating fucking retards, and you're gonna be better about your decision making in the future. You didn't go through all that just to keep making the same mistakes. You don't grab me as the same guy, the guy who will make the same mistake over and over. So you're gonna keep finding yourself, and as you find yourself, romance finds you and all that other gay shit.
No.
I can't believe I'm having like an Oprah talk with you.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be Oprahing you. I'm sorry. Into the fucking.
Well, because I want everybody to be happy. That's what it stems from, man. Everybody has a
How dare you, Brian?
nice idea of talent.
Thomas. I hate you, Brian. No, I love you. Thomas, thank you so much, dude. He's gonna find his man during this Trump
I agree with
administration.
Thomas on this one.
Mate.
Dude, the world, what
Make
this
America
Trump
great again.
administration is doing now is it's opening up people's minds and eyes to the reality of the world, right? In ways that didn't exist before because it wasn't possible, right? Think about this. Before Elon bought Twitter, we wouldn't have known half the shit we know about what's going on in the world because Twitter was being suppressed the same way Facebook is and everything like that. Right. So what this thing with Trump is doing is just going to keep opening up that fucking floodgate. And you're going to find more guys like us who are just waking up. We all get here in our own time. For you, it was whatever red pilled you. For me, it was Bernie.
Yeah.
Right. Bernie Sanders getting fucked out of the primary with Hillary. I was like, oh, this isn't fair. and then COVID, and then boom, we all find our way here eventually. So I don't know. I feel like you'll eventually. The playing field, the market is gonna get bigger because more people are just gonna wake up. Fingers crossed. We could only hope.
I will say, I think I've gotten smarter. I think I've learned. My
You
lesson.
better. Like we just talked about, if you didn't learn anything.
So I had there's this guy that I went on a couple dates with a couple months ago, and like the first date was great. It always is, sometimes. And then it's kind of weird on the second, and he was even weirder on the third. And he kept texting me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this escalate. So that's good decision. That's getting smarter.
It's a mistake you would have made before, and you didn't this time.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's one
positive
step
in the right
one,
direction.
It's a small one, but it's a step.
One small step for a man. So yeah, you just got to be positive. I know it's hard. You're in your black pill phase, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to be positive to find positive in your life. So positive seems to find you.
Oh my god, emo trash. That is my dream relationship.
Mikey needs a Gomez.
I do.
What, like an obsessed goth dude?
Yes.
No,
No, Gomez and
worshiping
Morticia. No, they worship each other.
True.
That is
was
my
romance.
that.
That is.
See, that's the thing. I want romance. I can't do milk toast. That is my ideal relationship.
So you want like passion of that sort.
What is that like?
No, it's not. It's not. It's no. It's just a shame. Like I feel like people are afraid to be vulnerable like that today. Right? The dating market is so. People are afraid to be that now because the way the dating world is, the way we've kind of influenced romance. I don't want to say romance is dead, but like there's just not a lot of romance the way it used to be. Like think about all the R&B songs we used to get. From a cultural standpoint,
that's such a good point.
Movies used to reflect love, and like I think
they don't even make rom-coms anymore.
No, we don't get comedy. We rarely do. It's very rare.
Yeah.
Like I think we've kind of hookup culture in a way has hurt that, but hookup culture isn't it's a symptom of a greater issue. And I think culturally speaking, we've ruined romance. I think we've just destroyed it, and we continue to destroy it.
Damn, that's a good ass point.
Traditional conservative is traditional, right? Like by nature. So I feel like again through this movement, right? I don't feel like I feel like the liberals have lost their spot on the top of the mountain, right? I don't think JD loses if he runs.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is going to beat him, right? Who's going to beat him for 8 years? So we got at least, 12 years of...
I hope so.
Potentially, right?
Never underestimate Republicans' ability to fuck things up.
Right? Self-sabotage.
Defeat from the jaws of victory. So I ain't counting those chickens.
Right? No party is better at self-sabotaging than the Republican Party. But, fingers crossed, we have normal for, let's imagine a 12-year cycle. You will see a cultural shift in the way we perceive things like romance. Because that propaganda machine is getting dismantled little by little. It's just going to take time.
Aw, I'm happy for you, emo. Aw, I just need another little emo boy.
You got some loyal buddies there.
I love them.
I just think we got JD as a backup. Like, think about this. Even like you got what's her name? Tulsi Gabbard, right?
Yeah.
Waiting in the mist. She's gonna run. And you think anybody could run against her right now? Who do they even have ready?
They've got nobody.
Nothing.
They have
Right?
fucking David Hogg running the DNC.
What's his fucking name? Gavin. He can't do shit. He can't touch him.
DeSantis destroyed him in that debate that they did.
I think we have a long
I
run
agree.
of like
Sea Striker.
what was that? But I think Payback is just his party is dying out.
Thomas, you're trying to get me drunk.
Mikey's future man.
I love you, Thomas. All right, let me get the squad.
Man,
Hopefully
our
they
bartender isn't even going to be able to serve us anymore. She's drunk.
Hopefully they didn't do more kitchen shots,
They
and we'll
definitely
do
did.
them with us. I'm gonna try to grab their arms in.
Mikey's gay ass shorts. I can't with these shorts.
Do we have them? Oh, we do.
What?
You guys got to do them with us.
No. We need support. We need moral
I love
support.
you.
I
There's been a scoreboard here this entire time. I just noticed this. I don't know what this is from.
We should have had that for the shot counter.
Oh, we should have. How many have we had?
I don't
Chat trivia question. How many shots have we had?
Oh yes, you can with these shorts.
5?
I think we're at like 5, maybe. I don't know. We started drinking before we went on the air.
Only a little bit.
Dude, I'm wrecked. I didn't eat before we started.
We got pizza waiting. See, we feed our guests.
He didn't feed me shit.
We're pizza
He
waiting.
just started pouring booze into me as soon as I got in the.
We're just trying to get you drunk.
Yeah, he heard I was.
Okay, I'm
old,
counting.
so he was like,
1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is 5. I think
I lost track, brother.
it's back.
Look, there goes our drink.
Daisy. Wait, we have a scoreboard now. Thank you. Okay, wait.
Our
Can I
gorgeous
borrow your
bartender bringing the goods.
Can I borrow your arm?
Sure.
Grazie.
You guys, I always try to get my friends to come on, and they're very respectable, so I can't, but I can get their arms to come on. I love you.
Oh, shit. Her face was totally on that.
Can I have your arm too? Yes. Will you do them with us? Do them with us. Do them with us. Look at this. Look at this. We have a shot counter. Do one with us. Her face said maybe.
Well, I think that was it.
What does that mean?
That was it.
Oh, it's all gone?
Well, that, yeah.
Is something out? Shit, I mean, she's like backing away.
Get the fuck out of here.
I love you.
I appreciate everyone who hung in here with us. I mean, this was longer than we expected. I thought this was gonna be like an hour. We went almost 3.
This is like, I feel like this is how the progression that shows normally have. Was we start with topical things and then they devolve
I don't
into
even
like
remember anything we talked about.
existential
Did we even talk about
crises.
any of the things we said we
No.
were gonna talk about? Like,
I never do.
cheers to that.
Love you,
Cheers
bitch.
to fucking randomness.
What was this called? Shot Mikey's future man. Maybe this will be like lucky.
To whoever that guy is. Hopefully,
I can tell you who it's not.
probably be easier to round out that list. But I'm glad I fucking showed up for this, Mike.
I am too. I love you, bitch.
I'll make a habit out of showing up if
You
your
better.
audience will have me. I don't want to.
Audience.
I don't want to be like forcing myself in.
You're
and
forcing.
shit. Like,
You're forcing yourself.
yeah.
When I came in, y'all were talking about Mikey's blue piss.
Yeah, you came in at an interesting time. I don't even why do we
So
even go
fortunate.
there?
Because I'm a chronic oversharer. Somebody in chat before was like, "What's your deepest secret?" I'm like, "You think I haven't? Like all the shit that I talk, like you think I'm able to keep shit to myself?"
I'm so afraid to see my DMs tonight, man. 100% I got blocked by a few friends today.
What?
I told
All right,
you.
I'm gonna speak directly, if I may. You motherfuckers, anyone trying to give this wonderful man shit, come at me, motherfuckers.
I work in
Take it up with me.
I work in the film and TV world.
Well,
That
fuck
is-
you. In the
That is a
film team.
very closed-minded liberal space right now. And I don't like using the word liberal like it's such a filthy word, but because it's
Yeah.
become that, right? But it's become like the word woke. I think woke is used too much, right? But coming from the space I come from, Mike, like even just having a conversation with you like this would warrant in their minds being blocked, being disrespected, people saying fucked up shit with me. I'll say this again, I'd rather crash and burn with Mike because he's a real one than succeed with any of you phony, fake, fucking bullshit.
Fuck you.
people. Like,
Fuck
I-
you.
This is where I belong with my people here and
Love
our
you.
bartender crew who's over in the other room. And I appreciate that that we're able to share this space and we don't have to we can be who we want to be now. We don't have to fucking lie about this shit.
Yeah, Vidal, stop fucking worrying.
I don't know. I'm not worried so much as I'm just bringing it a point how fucked up it is right now, because it shouldn't be that way.
No,
It really shouldn't. Like I don't think I've said anything hateful or mean spirited here, and everything I say is with good intentions and heart, and I love everybody, and I really do. I'm a fucking hippie,
I hate everyone. But I
But
believe in equality. I hate everyone equally.
and I believe that there's something in the middle that we can find a way to meet here and bring out the best in each other. That's
In
what
an
this is.
18+ adult entertainer way.
Fuck you, Mike, for bringing that shit up. I am not gonna forgive that. Fuck everybody for that too.
This is funny. Aiden, my favorite Mikey oversharing story is when he pepper sprayed himself. I pepper sprayed my ass.
Jesus Christ!
It was
You
an
know
accident.
that
It was an accident.
I was okay with the short story until you got into specifics. Now
It
I
was
just
an
hate
accident. No, so
It's a visual I never needed to
it was an
enact.
accident. So I got mugged once, and my dad got me pepper spray afterwards. He had a cop friend. He was like, carry this around, because I was living in a shitty area in Bushwick. So I had a date. It was my date with the guy who's now getting fucked in San Francisco. And I kept carrying pepper spray around in my back pocket. So I'm sitting at the bar with him, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is it hot in here? And I'm sitting, I'm like, something is really hot. And I go to the bathroom, I'm like, why is my ass up? And I realized it was leaking.
Oh,
I pepper sprayed my ass.
Mike, the overshare. This is part of the overshare.
And then people are like, why are you single? How are you single? I have no idea.
Yeah, I take back all that positive.
Are you doing another one? Are you doing one?
Oh,
Okay, this is an honor. This is for you guys because we love you. You guys do it with us. This one's called the 18+ adult entertainer.
To do porn.
This is not too porn. He doesn't. He's discovered. I love you.
Bartender.
Vodka
I love you. I love you. That was so good.
My cat just joined us on.
Oh my God, Aiden said my master plan to get Mike to retell the story was successful.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear about
That
his
shit
spicy
hurt.
ass hose. Thank you.
See, normally I just have a naturally spicy ass, but I pepper sprayed it. Johnny was like, ew. It was an accident.
This
Oh my God.
It's at this point that I almost wish FCC would censor. It was at that moment that I wish a censor law would just come off.
Dude, Thomas, thank you so much. You're basically like the sponsor of this channel. And all we're drinking, we need a fucking sponsor. There are at least 50,000 dudes that would try to heal your pepper sprayed ass. Maybe in some unnatural ways. Oh my God. I don't know about that.
This is why I said you fit in with Chrissy. You're a fucking degenerate. This is.
But I'm not. I only talk like a whore, but I'm not. I wish I was.
It was pepper spray in your ass.
It was an accident. It wasn't in. It was on the cheeks. It was an accident. It was an
That-
accident.
I didn't want to hear this.
In your ass. That would be way worse.
I came
Thank
on
God.
the show wanting to talk about the political fucking state of the world. And how the fuck
This
we
is
got
always
here?
what happens. I warn people. No, dude. And then I'm in the bathroom with my pants down, trying to like splash water on it and get like fucking paper towels out of the machine and pat the pepper spray off with my date in the next fucking room.
There should have been a.
How am I single?
Yeah, right. With the mystery.
Yeah, who knows? Total mystery.
Hopefully, your boyfriend is next. The next boyfriend will be a little less spicy for you, and
Not too non-spicy, you know.
I think you like the pepper more than you're letting on. That's what I'm.
No. What?
Oh, we got our other bartender here today.
373. Let's go.
Woo!
You guys aren't rapping anytime soon, are you?
I don't know. Should we wrap or
I need to eat. I haven't eaten fucking anything.
should we wrap up?
bro? Yeah.
We have pizza waiting. Should we wrap up?
I don't know. You guys.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know. That's me.
Can I have your elbow?
Look at that.
That's our boy.
That's
We
the
love
man
him.
who says he doesn't work out, but his arms are
I
bigger than mine by like
Oh, show that. Show that.
He's giving us a gun show.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm so white. I don't want to. That's so embarrassing.
He's like, oh my
What?
god, it's so
Right.
embarrassing. He's like, look at this ill-defined muscle.
No, it's white, dude. Look at all the white.
So go out by the pool.
Tan, white. Tan, white.
You got the farmer's tan.
I respect it.
You should come and eat, bro. Yeah.
Should we wrap up?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, we should wrap up. I love you guys so much. I have an exciting announcement. Wait, let me pull it up. Let me pull
Oh
it
god, you're
up.
pregnant.
If only. You have to be having sex to get pregnant. I'm very excited. I have a great, so I will be back on Tuesday, and I will be live with the host of Rising on the Hill, Mr. Robbie Sove. Will be coming on Tuesday, 8 p.m. I'm very excited. It's going to be a good ass show. I should maybe warn him that my show is like the bathroom wall of the internet.
Man, if he stole this episode, I think he'd reconsider his fucking position. He'd be like, hey, man. You guys start talking about assholes and spiders.
Look at them trying to pull more people into 18 plus adult entertainment.
The muscle flex will do it, I guess.
Yeah, I ain't flexing shit. Yeah, I was telling him I've never been so out of shape in my
Mike has
fucking life.
better physique than he gives himself credit for.
Aw,
Come on,
thanks,
show
dude.
what you're
No.
working with, big
Nothing.
man.
Nothing.
I was telling him earlier that he's underestimating how many people would kill for a slim tone.
I'm skinny fat. You don't know.
Skinny fat. Well,
The bathroom wall of the internet. The accuracy.
oh man, this is like
Oh, thanks, Pepina. What's your handle? I gotta follow you. Also, Duke, I was trying to follow you. Are you on Twix? Oh, thanks, Duke. You know, no. When I smoked I used to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I was like a degenerate smoker. And I used to be so skinny, and I didn't appreciate it then. Like, I'll see pictures of myself from back then, and I'm like, oh my god, I look like I was on crack, and I didn't even appreciate it. Like, people used to think I had an eating disorder. People used to follow me into the bathroom at restaurants, see guys throwing up, and
You
I
wanna
didn't
go
even
back to
appreciate.
that?
Yes. Oh, yes. I didn't even appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Thomas. You're gorgeous. You are gorgeous. You're on nothing. Well, you suck, Duke. Then I will just see you here on the YouTubes.
I love your people, man. They're
I
funny.
love my people.
Your people are fucking funny, man.
They are
That
the
was one of the
greatest.
best chats I've seen.
They're the greatest. Aw, Rosenda, you're the greatest. Thank you. I love you guys. Whatever. Oh, you are. But yes, I'll be back on Tuesday. I have some cool videos coming out too. I'm finishing editing my street interviews from the Not My President protest. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Antifa was fucking following us around and started forming like a half circle around it. Like,
I always worry about you when you go into those spaces.
Fuck 'em,
It looks like
fuck
they're going
'em.
to jump you or something.
I'll jump them right back. Fuck those people.
It takes some masculine balls to go into a situation like that.
Aw, thanks, dude. I love you.
Props where it's due.
Go hang out with Father Greg. Where is Father Greg? I didn't see him in the
He's
kitchen.
probably drunk in that kitchen right now. I'm pretty sure he's on the counter waiting.
Let me see if I can grab him to say goodbye.
You want to give him one more sermon before he fucking calls it? Father Greg.
Is Father Greg around? Oh, he
He passed
Well,
out.
tell everyone he said good night.
He gave it his all on that speech and he passed out apparently.
Yeah, that took him.
that anti-Andrew Tate brothers. We'll get him next time.
Gregory, get back here.
I think every episode you do should have like a Greg rant somewhere in the mix. Like
Yes,
he just comes out of
it should be like-
nowhere, angry as fuck out of nowhere.
I love that.
It
I'm gonna
works.
make that. I'm
Like
gonna make that
like as he was
a
saying it,
segment.
I told you I didn't have a position on the Tate brothers because I don't know enough about them to form a strong enough opinion.
Mhm.
But when he came in here with all that fucking passion and like I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's speaking as a father who wants to set the right example of
Mhm.
what a man should be.
Yep.
Not by touting like flexing it, oh I'm the man, blah blah. He doesn't
He doesn't need to.
he didn't glamorize himself.
he just spoke from the heart, and that was beautiful. And I fucking felt that shit.
We
So,
love you, Greg. Father
when
Greg.
you wake up, Greg, I hope you know that we appreciate you.
We love you, Greg. Father Greg. He got the spirit up in him. Dude, this is amazing. So I've been wanting to do for a long time more squad streams where we get the squad on and have a whole panel. So you got to come on those too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have internet while I'm on the road. That's the problem.
You're here for a while. Come over.
Yeah, I like it here. There's a lot of like fun people.
You should stay in Florida.
People feed me here. They give me drinks. They make fun of me.
What more do you
Call
need?
me a whore, but it's
We'll,
fine.
we'll find you some Latinx badonkadonks.
That's all I need.
Next
If you
time.
see, that's the fucking. You get me one of those, and I'll stick around. You'll be a Florida resident before you know it. Get a fucking Starlink. You're right. I do need it. I saw it was like $150 a month.
What? Fuck that shit.
No, but I do need it. If
That's
I want
a
to
lot.
broadcast while I'm on the road,
Oh.
I got to do it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I do want to chat to people. Yapper 1 and Yapper 2.
Dude, this is amazing. Chat friends, I love you guys so much. I'll be back on Tuesday. I will see you Tuesday. Also, I'll pick a night for our movie night. We are going to be watching The Green Inferno. So join my locals, join my Patreon, help support the channel. Thank you guys so much for super chatting. You're the best. I love you, B. I love you. Buonanotte, bellissima. Vidal, you are amazing. I love you, my friend.
Thank you.
Where can people find him? His links are below. I gotta add his Instagram, his YouTube, and his Twitter are below.
Yeah, I'm right now. All I got up is my gaming channel on YouTube. That's very wholesome stuff, not 18 plus. See, that's why I said it. It's the wholesome stuff that I worry about clashing with the 18 plus. But anyway, check me out on YouTube if you like video
I have
games.
no wholesome stuff.
It's wholesome. It's mostly wholesome. All video games. No,
That's like mostly peaceful, mostly wholesome. Mostly wholesome. Okay, wait. If you guys are still watching, send us tweets.
Stop it,
Hashtag.
I see you, Thomas. You need to stop.
If you guys are still watching, make sure you tweet us, tag us both. Hashtag mostly wholesome.
No, it is. I swear.
Mostly
They
wholesome.
got a little profanity, but nothing raunchy. If you guys like video games, I love talking about video games. Vidal SuperNinja Gaming on YouTube. Instagram as well. Vidal SuperNinja Gaming. Twitter is the same, but not so
thanks,
wholesome.
Aiden.
But I've been
I haven't seen this side of his Twitter.
I've been mostly behave on Twitter for the same reasons. I'm just not sure how to. I feel like I have to create a separation between the wholesome.
It's
and the
like
not so.
mostly peaceful. We're mostly wholesome.
Hate you.
I love you guys. Never wholesome. Mostly
Thank
wholesome.
you guys for welcoming me. Like, this chat was incredible.
They're the greatest. They're the
It
greatest.
was
We love
fun.
you.
I love you.
Rise and
I
Devils.
love your people.
They're the best. They're the best. I love you guys. So I will be back Tuesday. I'll see you guys. We're gonna have movie night. Subscribe to my stuff. Subscribe to his stuff because we love you all.
Thank you.
And see you again soon. Love you, bitch. Mwah! You 18 plus adult entertainer. All right, I'll see you guys Tuesday. Love you. Mwah. Bye.